I know. I know. Last night was Friday and I didn't go live yesterday. Girl, I know, but let me tell you, my schedule been all kind of messed up because I've been waking up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and working. So I was literally coming live because I was like, oh, I'm going to take a break from working because I'm working on a new project right now, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a break from working. Why am I back at the computer about to work again? I think I'm a workaholic. Are you a workaholic or is it just me? I think it's just me. I have spirits. Trust me, I have moments where I'm like, I ain't doing shit. I have small moments where I'm like, I ain't working. But when I get into work mode, I cannot stop. It's like a habit. So anyhow, I wanted to come live because I was about to take that break, which I end up not taking. And I was also watching these videos with this guy called 607 Unc, right? And hey, Drika, girl. So do you have questions still in the pipeline? And was I waiting on you to come back and ask some questions, or was it somebody else? Anyway, I was watching this guy, 607 Unc, and it was one of the videos that I watched. It was him, and he was like, there's like 3 different spiritual people. One is a priest and one's a preacher, and they were all debating, I guess, a little spiritual debate. And it was quite interesting to watch, no less, to say the least. Okay, he's a very interesting character. So I'm just picking up on those things, but hey, Crazy Babe West, I'm wondering, like, am I just messy looking? Like, cause I got this like messy style, and I like the messy style. I like it. Now, you know, obviously I have my girly, like I have my girly stuff in my girly moods. Like I love those little tiny skirts. I love skirts. Skirts, I love them, absolutely love them. I just don't know. I was trying to figure out, like, do I just look messy? Like, am I just giving messy vibes? Because I kind of like that too. I'm in between. Hey, Coco girl, how's it going? I'm all over the place right now, I guess. Maybe I'm just excited about life, I guess. So the style is cute, okay, because I'm like, oh my God, am I just messy? Or, you know what I mean? Like, is this really cute or am I just messy? Like, you know? Am I just a messy girl with a messy style? I just want a messy hair pony, and that's it. Beach waves, okay, all right. We can do the beach waves. You know, we can make an excuse like, oh, you just went to the beach and got some beach waves, you know? Girl. So I was watching this guy, 607 Unc, and I was, you know, I was like, okay, I'm going to take a break from work because if I start watching something like, and I'm like really tuned into it, then obviously I'm not working a lot. I'm not working enough. So I was like, okay, let's just take a break and let's go live and da. But they were talking about some interesting stuff, you know, like they're talking about like the origin stories, basically, without saying those words. And so 607 Unc, when he first gets into it, he starts crying. And I'm telling you, it was so hard to not laugh because it's like you could tell he's like really passionate about what he's saying. He's really serious. So you don't want to laugh, you know, you don't want to laugh. But it was kind of interesting, a very interesting topic. I just found out about this guy. I mean, I've seen him a couple of times, but I never looked into his name or nothing. So today, finally, I was like, well, let me see what this, you know, what this guy's all about. And he's talking all sorts of spiritual things, right? And I feel like he's maybe somebody who's autistic, who's just tapped in. You know, I don't know about you, but I think that people who have like autism, or people who are like, you know, maybe have a little less of the worldly mental capacity, I think they're more tapped into spirit and more tapped into God. Like, honestly, that's what I feel. Even if they are, and I guess I can't say all of them, but the ones that I've met, the ones that I've been exposed to, have always been like on a higher spiritual level, like more tapped into spirit, right? Whether they're in a religious setting or just open spiritually, I've always noticed that they seem to have this just higher connection to source, right? And so I was watching him and I was like, this dude has got to be autistic or something. Like, because I'm watching him, he very much seems like he's autistic or something. So anyway, it just kind of just makes you think. It's like, so, okay, let's start here. So there was this debate, and there's this priest, a priestess, not a priestess, a priest, a preacher, and then 607, right? And they're debating like God and religion and all these things, right? And so like some of the things that 607 is saying is just like, basically before what you think is God, there was also a God before that God, right? So and this makes a lot of sense. Like, if we are just thinking straight logic, like if we stop looking at how we feel because what we've been taught for so long, if we think beyond how we feel because we feel that we're right, if we think beyond our own personal egos and we let that ego part of us go for just a second, if we open our ego part up for just a second to think openly about this, according to actual history, like the religion of Christianity as it relates to, referencing, your beliefs and how you go about life from the Bible, it only started couple thousand years ago. So if we look at it like that, then we have to know that there is evidence that before a couple of thousand years ago, people were here. So to me, I wanted to break that down in the simplest form. I'm not even going to go further on that concept. I'm not even going to dig into it more because I know that that's a really touchy subject. And I know that sometimes that causes people to be challenged and challenged in a way that it makes you feel upset or angry or, so I'm just going to hold that. I just want you to take that thought and I want you to work that out in your system real quick. Think about that. Think about if the Bible, as it were, and as it has been taught to us, has only been around for 2,000 years, 2,000 years, according to what we know. But we also know that there are details, cities, lands that have been discovered that are older than 2,000 years. We've got to really think about what this all means, And so then the way in which we believe that things occurred, to me, it very much says that we should be open to potentially gaining a deeper understanding about what was there before. Because, if in that time frame, all of these things have happened, okay, all these things are not that great for some of us, okay, have occurred and have happened, we got to kind of consider, okay, well, at some point, things were good for us. We was good before this specific time period and time frame. What happened between the time where we was good and the time where things were not good at all? And we got to really adjust and really open ourselves up to the concept that maybe we have held on to a theory, held on to something that maybe has been more detrimental to us than not. And listen, like I said, I just want to give you that thought to think about. I don't want to make you upset and, I don't want to challenge your reality. Well, kind of I do actually. Well, let me reframe that. Let's reframe that statement. What I'm saying here is I want you to think about that. I do want you to think about that. And that might cause you some challenge if you're willing to think about it. If you're not willing to think about it, it's going to cause you challenge by way of upsetting you. It's going to upset you. It's going to anger you, right? But if you are willing to consider and think about it and then go do your own research, stuff like that, that might be a hard pill to swallow, that we've got to think beyond what happened when they introduced this information, because there was something before that. Hey, class! Where you been? Tomorrow feels good to be back. You was mad at me, wasn't you? Yes, you was. Don't lie. You was mad at me. I know you was. But it's okay. It's cool. We get mad sometimes, but we come back and we love on each other more because we recognize and we understand that sometimes we just got to work some things in our system, like I'm asking y'all to do right now. I'm asking you to work this in your system and think, just think about it. Okay, so if the Bible was created 2,500 years ago, what was before that? What was they doing before that? Because I'm telling you, there's cities, there's land, there's people, there's whole organizations of everything. There are constructs, land masses. There's all sorts of things that were before that are dated circa, before 2,500 years ago. There are things that are dated back, 5,000, 6,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 20,000 years ago. So we got to think about that. What was they doing back then? Because they seem to be, in my opinion, okay, In my opinion, they seem to be doing pretty good back then. Well, what happened? You know, what went down? What changed? What shifted? And, you know, what was the shift? And so I know that it might be challenging to think about that. It might really challenge you to think like that far, like, right? But I was watching this video, and let me see if I can find it really quickly so I can like link it or something for you guys, because I mean, this whole video is really a mess. I'm not gonna lie to you. This video is actually a mess. Okay, it's a whole mess. But within the mess, if you're able to get past, if you're able to get past the mess, right? Like if you're able to like be patient enough to get past the mess, you see and you hear that specifically with the preacher, right? Like he's like, oh, he's basically from the standpoint that most Christian people have been, is like, I'm right, there's only one way and that's it, right? There's no other way and that's it and that's all, right? And you know, I get it, you standing by what you believe, okay? You standing by what you believe. But when you listen to what he's saying, and I don't know what point of the video I was at. Let me see if I can find out like where I kind of ended off and came here with you guys. Because at that point, that's when I realized he's like, well, there's only one way. This is the way, and y'all is wrong, and y'all the devil, and y'all this and y'all that. But then the first thought that I thought when he said that was, yeah, but this religion and this book that we, you know, have held as like the most valuable book in our lives has only been around for 2,500 years at max. At max. So what was there before that? You know, because life didn't just start there. And the thing is that we have all been under this spell that says that life started 2,500 years ago when the Bible was created, you know, and it's like we only reference information that's in that time span. If it's in that time span, okay, fine, we'll reference this and we'll talk that. If it's anything before that, well, you know, but there are archaeologists literally digging up things that are well before the 2,500 years. There are archaeologists that are picking up stuff from 25,000 years ago. So the 2,500 ain't shit, you know? And so I want to just kind of put that on the mind. Like I said, my real intention, I guess, is to stir you up a little bit, but it's only to stir you up to think. It's not to stir you up to piss you off. And I mean, that might end up happening anyway. I mean, obviously, these are the types of conversations that really do incite anger. They incite people's anger because it's like you're challenging my, you know, my understanding of the world. So I get it. It's a little challenging, okay? But if you don't challenge yourself, then how will you ever grow? Right? And I know that for some people, that's like, you're a little pushy, right? Like, bitch, you're a little pushy though. And I get it. I really do get it. But if we look at it from the standpoint of how like certain people from specific religions have been, they've been hella pushy for quite a while. I mean, they've been more than what I'm saying right now. Right now, I'm just saying, hey, here's some information you might want to consider. Think about it. Go look it up. Go do some research. Come back and let's have a chat. That's how I'm presenting it right now. These motherfuckers got billboards. Okay, they hire people who are celebrities and they tell them to go talk about their things. They come to your door, knocking on the door. You know what I mean? Like they got all kind of little methods they use to keep your mind in this place right here. But why? It does make you think that if this is what is natural to me, why do you need to promote it? Like why do you need to persuade me? Just makes me want to think, like, it just makes me, you know, it makes me, like, I get it. Okay, let's say you're selling a product or a service, right? You're a business owner, right? Okay, so in my personal opinion, the Bible just tells you what you need to know, not everything. Basically, the way any instruction manual works. Like I said, just my personal opinion. No biggie. I'm not, listen, however you feel is how you feel, and I don't bother with that. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. I simply just want you to consider some of the things that we're talking about here. That's it. Like, it's not to make you feel no way. It's not to, tell you you're wrong. If you find that you've looked it up and you still believe what you believe, well, shit, you still believe what you believe, and let's rock on. Let's rock on. Let's keep going, right? But I do want you to think about this stuff, right? Because, okay, let's just say we have a business, and in your business, you attracting people to your business with the service that you provide. Now, at some point, sometimes we do have to persuade people to actually take the leap of faith to, buy this product or the service that's going to be good for them in whatever ways, right? Now, oftentimes though, when somebody knows that you offer something that they need, they will come to you and they will say, well, I'm interested in this thing. Tell me more about it, right? So when it comes to that, how much knowledge you have is important, right? The persuasion at this point, when you've attracted somebody to what you're offering, the persuasion then becomes, okay, can I trust that this person's going to do it the right way, right? It becomes credibility based upon your level of knowledge about that thing. But honestly, and this is so interesting because like a week ago, I went to one of my son's friend's party, and there was this girl there that I had met, and she was saying that, she has been going online and she's been kind of getting into guys' DMs about like, I guess athletes. I guess like her boyfriend has like a physical therapy shop or something like that. And so she's like reaching out to these guys and saying, hey, blah, 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 in their DM. Well, her boyfriend was like, I don't think you need to be in their DM, right? And she's like, so she's talking to me and I'm just like, so I'm listening to what she's saying. And she's like, well, and I said, well, I have a marketing agency and da-da-da. As the conversation progressed, we were basically just talking about what we do and stuff like that. So I was like, oh yeah, I have a marketing agency and I do this and da-da-da, woo, woo, woo. So she was like, well, how do you get clients? And I was like, oh, I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that in nobody DM. Yeah, I put some ads out and they come get me. Like, basically, I don't do all that now. So it was so funny because she was like, oh, so she was like, basically, she was like acting like I was kind of like bougie a little bit. And I'm like, it's not about being bougie. It's just about the fact that people know what they need and what they don't need. People know what they want and what they don't want, right? Like, I don't need to chase you down for you to get it. Now, maybe my bottom line might be better if I did chase these mugs down, right? Like, maybe if I was willing to get in your DM and be like, hey, I got da-da-da, woo, 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 woo. Maybe my bottom line would be a little larger, right? But in reality, I don't want to do my life like that. I don't want my life like that where I feel like I have to be at somebody. I'm not at you. You need me, come get me, come holler at me, So she was like, she's like, well, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I just throw out some ads. I said, I don't never be reaching out nobody DMs, And I didn't mean to sound bougie or nothing. I didn't mean to sound like I was condescending or nothing, but in reality, I'm not getting in nobody's DMs. Like, what? Not that I'm trying to be bougie, but nah, boo, we just put some ads up, you know what I mean? And whenever I put ads up on demand, I get clients, right? It's on demand. It's literally like, all I do, create some ad or something like that, push a button, and then within a week or so, I got new clients, And it's literally how it works out for me. So she kind of like snickered at that whole thought. So your son friend party, oh, this has got to be good. Well, I'm just saying, like, this was just a conversation that we were having and everything. So she was just like, okay, well, I'm going to give that a try, blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. The reality is that really the method that I gave her is a solution to the problem that she's having with her boyfriend right now, right? Because in reality, you should not be in no men's DMs. Like, you should not be doing that, especially if you got a boyfriend or husband. Like, but also, I get it. You was on your grind, sis. So the thing about it is just that I wasn't judging what she was doing because I understood what she was doing. I understood that she was just like, well, I got to get this money, so let me get in these DMs. Oh, and I felt you. I understood you, sis, but I'm never doing that. Like, I'm not about to be in nobody's DMs. Like, you want to holler at me. Like, hit my phone, hit my business line. Matter of fact, I be telling you hit my business line, okay? And I'll holler at you, but I'm not about to just like do certain things, but that's not even, I don't know if that's just who I am or if that's who I have to be because I am married or have been married for a long time. It could be that, but in reality, it's easier for me to just put up an ad, click the button, and then when people see the ads, they know what they need, and then they come to you. So I guess all I'm trying to say is that it causes me from the industry that I'm in, it causes me to question, well, if what you have is so profound, then why are you prospecting or reaching out to others to come to your what you have, as opposed to them seeking you out? See what I'm trying to say? And that could just be my perspective because of how I run my business, right? That could be the reason why, because I run my business like I ain't reaching out to nobody until, like, if you come into my little realm, okay, fine. I'm about to holler at you. I'm going to call you. I'm going to follow up. I'm going to send some emails. I'm going to be on that DM, right? Like, but that's only after you have shown interest in the service or the product that I'm offering. It's not me just like having a service and a product and then coming after you and trying to find you. No, you're going to find me first. And then, of course, then I'm gonna follow. Oh, I'm gonna follow up like crazy. Like, it's gonna be emails. You'll be getting emails for 2 months. You're gonna be getting emails for 6 months to a whole year after you actually reach out to me, right? Right. But initially, you have to come to me to show interest in what I'm offering before I ever understand that you are even alive, right? So anyway, it does cause you to question. So that's one of the parts that caused me to question. If you have something that is so profound, why do you have to go out and pound the pavement for these people to see what you have, right? But there's a different side to that too. So let's caveat that, because there's always opposite ends of every story. So I could say that. I could say what I just said, but I can also say, well, that's because nobody really knows about what I have, right? So maybe the Christians could be like, well, they don't really know about this thing, so I have to go and find ways for them to know about it. Okay, I get that. I do. Guerrilla style, guerrilla tactics, right? But everybody does know about Christianity at this point. Like, people know about Christianity, about the Bible, about that stuff, right? So anyway, I just want you guys to consider what I'm saying about what was before 2,500 years ago. And be open to the thought or the concept that what we have been taught and what we have ultimately believed in has been created. It's a created thing, a thing that was created by some man who decided he wanted things to be a specific way and it wasn't enough that way, so let me do this. Okay, we have to consider that, because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Because if there was life 25, they say there was life 250,000 years ago. If there was life 250,000 years ago, 2,500 years ain't shit. So we really got to think about this stuff a little deeper. You know, we kind of just staying on the surface part of this all. You know what I mean? We ain't even hit the tip of the iceberg a lot of the times. Let me go back. You're right, though. It's different strokes for different folks. Some people work fine with ads. Others work with DMs. I get that. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to say, oh, you shouldn't do DMs. That's not what I'm saying, because DMs work just, hey, look, cold email strategy works just like ad strategy works. TV commercials work just like radio commercials work, right? Like, I'm not trying to say, that's not going to work, right? But with her specific situation, my solution was better than hers, because, you know, her boyfriend fighting with her. Hey, listen, if you got a good boyfriend and y'all could potentially get married in the future, you don't want to lose that boyfriend because you are overzealous about reaching out to new clients, right? We got to think smart here. You got to get smarter, not harder, baby. Smarter, not harder. Right? You feel me though. Like, hey, I gotta make some choices here. Okay. This is not one of those things. So that her scenario was not one of those things where, like, remember, first off, Eartha Kitt, remember that interview with Eartha Kitt where the guy was like, well, you don't want to compromise? And she was like, compromise. She was like, what? I don't need to compromise, right? Like, remember, so this is not that. You know what I mean? This is not that. When Eartha Kitt was like, compromise, why would I compromise? This is not that type of thing right there. Because she literally was working and sending DMs to help his business. So, you know, like, no, now you're choosing to do something that seemed to work for you at that moment and da-da-da. But there's a better way for you to do something over here in this realm. It's going to cost you some money. Of course it is. It's going to cost you some money. Yeah, it's going to cost you a couple dollars. But that keeps you out of men's DMs. That keeps your boyfriend from wondering what's going on in them DMs. You know what I mean? And now we have a happy family. Okay? So, I wanted to find that interview. So let me go 607 Unc, because it was interesting. It was, like I said, if you can get past the shit show of it all, okay, and get to the good part, this one, I stopped where they were kind of, where the preacher was kind of being a little bit, I don't want to say condescending, but he was very much kind of saying like, oh, y'all the devil and this and that and the third and blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. But what I do feel though, is that that's a really good show of how sometimes we could just be blinded to our own ego. And I was about to say we could be blinded to our own stupidity or our own ignorance, but nah, to me, I feel like that's him being blinded by his own ego, right? Because we're in a debate. If we're in a debate, I'm not losing. So I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know about you, but if I'm in a debate, I'm not losing. I'm going to find a way to win. So, hey, we're going to do this. And whatever is going to happen is going to happen. So I get it. You know, I really do understand and I get it. But at the same time, we also have to be mindful that when it comes to our soul, when it comes to our elevation, when it comes to our personal growth and the growth of others, because people are watching these videos. In those cases are where egos have to know how to take a back seat, right? Like we have to know how to put our egos back somewhere, back there. Okay, just go sit down over there and don't move. We have to learn how to put our egos in the back seat when it is time for us to hear something that can actually help us to elevate, right? But obviously, when you just think you know, and you know what I mean? Sometimes you just can't see or feel that at that time. But I do hope that with this conversation, they will be able to kind of look back at it and see, man, maybe I was kind of not listening in that conversation, you know? All right, so this is the video. I'm just going to call it the video. Okay, so I just popped the link in there, the video, that's what we're gonna call it. Let me go back to the comments. So, well, some people may be relatively new to the market. So there's little to no visibility. So they need to use ads. Right, I get it, right? That's what I was trying to say. Like I get on the other side, right? On the opposite end of the tail, well, we don't know what's going on, but we're talking about Christianity, okay? We're talking about the Bible. Everybody knows about that, right? So then they slowly gain traction and probably won't need DMs anymore, right? She'd be chasing the paper. She should be chasing the Benjamin. Hey, so I get that. Listen, I was not, hey, listen, in reality, this is all my thoughts, hindsight. Like, these are all my hindsight thoughts. Because in the moments when we were having these conversations, none of this was what I was thinking. Only thing that I did probably think was just like, DMs. Girl, you need to just put some ads up. Like, that's easier. Like, you going about this the hard way. Like, that's something you will find about me. If you're going about something the hard way and I know it, you're doing this the wrong way, because that's the hard way. Like the easy way is to throw some ads up, pay a couple dollars, okay, and go chill. Don't go do something else. Go work on some social media campaigns. Go work on some something else. Go design your room or anything else, and wait for the money to come in. Like literally. But that's just me knowing how easy campaigning is. Like literally, to me, any day of the week, I will spend a couple dollars. Any day of the week, I will throw some money into an ad campaign. Wait for those ad campaigns to come for the fruits to bear. Wait for the fruits to bear, because it's less stressful. It's less time consuming. It's less going on, you know. But I get it. And honestly, like I said, I was not in the conversation when she and I were having. My only thoughts were, you doing this the hard way. Like, that's the long process, ain't it? Like, that's a longer process because you got to type and sit there and, you know, and you got to monitor those DMs. And girl, ain't nobody got time for that. Put them ads up. Let them people know what you're providing, the service you're providing. Let them reach out to you, okay? Let them come to you. And that's how I operate. Like, I'm not about to be doing all this chasing stuff around, but I get what you're saying. Like, and I understand what she was doing too. She's trying to get it. Like, you know what I mean? She was like, I got a dire situation, so I'm going to do it this way. And I feel you, but sis, it don't take, it don't take all that. It don't take all that. Plus, she got a potential husband for the future. So, you know what I mean? You got to secure the husband, sis. Secure the husband, honey. Not trying to be funny and not trying to be on no sly stuff, but just really like she's got somebody that she's in a relationship with. Obviously she likes him. They're still in a relationship. She's helping him build businesses and stuff. So then in that case, honey, if y'all doing things together, y'all working things out, you like this guy enough, get off them DMs and put them ads up. That way everybody's happy. Okay, everybody's happy now. Okay. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Crisco. Wait, is that the name? Oh, Criscos? Criscos with an S? Wait a minute. Did you say I have a unique thought process? You have a very unique thought process, though. More like a less work, maximum productivity mindset. Really cool. Seriously? You think so? You know, it's interesting. It was my best friend. She was like, one day she said to me, she was like, yeah, girl. She's like, work harder, not, she's like, work smarter, not hard. I was like, it was like the gates of heaven opened up for me. I was like, oh my God, work harder, work smarter, not harder. I was like, oh my God. Let me tell you something. For 4 years, that motherfucking statement like rolled around in my mind. For like 4 years, I was like, work smarter, not harder. It wasn't an everyday thing, but you know, it just, from time to time, it would come back and I would be like, yeah, work smarter, not harder. So that's one thing, but also, yeah, nah, there's so many things as a business owner. You have so many things you got to do. So sitting there manning DMs is not one of them. That's not going to be the most use of your time. That's not going to be the most lucrative actions that you can do in a day, right? So like the way you got to think about it, like if you want to be a business owner, the way you got to think about it is like this. You know how they say time is money? Well, how you spend your time determines how much money you can actually make. And I would rather spend my time doing something that's going to make me $1,000 an hour rather than doing something that's going to make me $50 an hour. See what I'm saying? See what I mean? So it's kind of like that. So I'm going to spend my time doing the actions that's going to make more money than the actions that's going to make me less money. And the actions that are going to make me less money are usually the ones that are most time consuming, the most tedious, the ones that take the most time. You got to sit there and man the thing. I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. Because I got other things I could be doing, you know, creating these processes, creating these systems that are going to duplicate quicker anything that I'm working on. So yeah. Anyhow, let's go back. Oh, happy Easter. Is it Easter? It's Easter. Is it Easter? It's Easter. OMG. Crisco says I'm a princess. Really? I don't know. So anyway, I hope that, you know, kind of, I give you something to think about, you know, because I really want to just put that on your mind, you know, what we talked about. All right, I get you. I feel you, the maximum output. I get it. I'm so, like, right now, there's so much going on. I can't talk about it all, but it's a lot. But it's okay, because, like, I'll just say this. I'll say that last night I was, like, working. And I'm, like, I'm on my laptop, right? So I'm, like, let me lay down. I'm laying down, typing stuff up on my laptop. That's when you know that I'm excited about something. Like, I'm like falling asleep, working on my laptop, waking up to type some more words on my laptop. That's when you know I'm excited about what I'm working on. Doing the absolute, I'm like, girl, go to sleep. Go to sleep. I think I have this, like, when it comes to my work, though, when it comes to things that I'm excited about with projects and things, I have this obsessive compulsive actions. So, like, you'll see me, like I said, I'm waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm working, and then I was up until like 4 o'clock in the morning, right? Like I'll wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, took a little nap in the middle of the day. And then I was working last night, maybe more like 3, because I was laying down too while I was working and falling asleep a little bit. But anyway, I hope that we were thinking about these things. The concept that if religion is something that was started 2,500 years ago. What was before that? You know, what was there? You gotta think about what was there. What was there? And hold on, because I got boogers in my eyes and shit. What's going on here? What is that? Is it gone? I think it's gone. Okay. I don't know if you noticed that, but I noticed it. So, shit, I gotta check that. Anyway. So, yes, think about whether or not Dino's yeah, I know. And one thing you'll notice when I'm like working on something, I always have a hoodie on. I remember one time I was building a website. I had this orange hoodie. It's like a brand new orange hoodie. I just kept wearing the orange hoodie until I was done with that project. The hoodie was on. It was going to stay on every day until the project was done. Maybe I'll get a new system. Maybe I'll do like I'll wear like a skirt. Like every day of the week while we're working on a specific project, you know? I don't know. So, how's everybody doing? Come on, tap in with me. How you doing? How's everything going? How you feeling? How you vibing? But before I finish off though, that link that I tapped in here was the link to the video that I'm referring to in this video. And now, first off, today was my first day like researching 607 Unc, trying to figure out who the hell is this guy. Okay. But like I said, I have this vibe. I've only like the people that I have met that have either been like autistic or that have been missing some of those, you know, mental components that most of us have. They are often, from my experience, have been often very much closer and more connected to spirit. So he seems to be somebody on that track, honestly. Just wanted to point that out real quick before you go watch that video, because it was a mess. And it might be a little bit, you might have a little time trying to get through that video, because honestly, it's like, this is ridiculous. Like, what is going on in here? Like the whole first, I don't know, 50 minutes, I was like, what is this? Why am I watching this? But eventually I got to a point where I was like, okay, this is why I'm watching this, because it's a message here that I need to share on my live video with you guys. So that's all here. There's no proof, though, that life started 2,500 years ago, though. It's more or less an assumption. No, but I wasn't even saying that life started 2,500 years ago. More so that that is, so 2,500 years ago, or 2,000, between 2,000 and 2,500 years ago was when the Bible was supposed to have been created, right? But there are archaeologists that have found fossils and have found evidence of cities and civilizations that are way older than 2,000 or 2,500 years ago. So they found fossils and evidence that there were cities that were, 25,000 years ago, So if that's the case, then what was going on before that, before this 2,500 that we keep stopping at? Because we keep stopping at the 2,500 or the 2,000, 2,500. That's what we stopping at. What was going on before all that? That's what I'm trying to get y'all to think about. And since there's evidence that there were civilizations prior to that, we got to consider that maybe the stuff that we've been believing in and taught are things that kept us docile. I watched this video today. I was watching, I think I was on TikTok. And it was this, I wanted to share that with y'all too. It was this news reporter lady who was talking to this African-American man. And she was like, well, what is all this violence y'all got going on? He said, hold on. He said, hold on, because look, America was built off violence, first off. Let's just stop with the hypocrisy. It's like every time y'all see violence from Caucasian people, it's fine. But when the moment a black person get to being violent, now y'all want to talk about Martin Luther King, and y'all want to bring the Bible in, and y'all want to, you know, talk about peace, you know what I mean? Nonviolence and stuff like that. But he was like, but in reality, that's not what we're doing. We're just teaching ourselves how to defend ourselves should there be a situation in which we need to defend ourselves. So she went on about this whole thing, whatever. He just started, he went off on her, basically. He lit in her ass. I was like, shit. By the end of the video, she was just like, well, she was frustrated by the end of the video. She was ready to get off the TV, okay? She was ready to shut this whole thing down. So I don't know why I started talking about that, but what I'm trying to get to, all right, is that there was a point in time in which docility was the only way in which we responded to life. And we are getting now to a point where we're getting back to that point where we're very much agitated. But the agitation, once again, we have to recognize is not for no reason, you know? And this is one of the things I've talked about in the past. It's like, look, your anger, it shouldn't be about everything that upsets you. Like, you know what I mean? Not upsets you, but it shouldn't be about everything that frustrates you, right? Your anger should be focused on things that are causing you, that are causing like a displeasure in your peace. Your anger should be focused at things that are causing injustices in the community. Your anger has to be focused, right? Because the reason we have been unable to see a lot of results in the many things that we need to see results in is because our anger has been misplaced. We've been shooting our anger at each other, and, you know, finding a way to fight about religion, and, you know, finding a way to fight about who marries who and who does what and what cousin is the best and what cousin, all that's bullshit. All of that is bullshit. However, when your fellow man, your fellow brother is being shot down in the street or choked, or when your fellow female sister is struggling so badly with her children that she's living in a hotel room or on the streets, these are the things we should be angry about. Because there's a whole system that perpetuates that type of, there's a whole system that perpetuates impoverished outcomes, right? And we should always be looking at it like anything that can happen to someone else can happen to me. And not that it will, but it could. And if it could, how would I want things to look for me? If I ended up homeless on the streets, how would I want things to happen for me? I would want my community to come together and say, we're going to help you, right? You would want the same thing. So we have to be better about how we are looking at life and what we're allowing to upset us, what we're allowing to take our attention, what we're allowing to distract us, what we're allowing to put our focus on, because we're putting our focus in directions and in ways that don't make no sense. It's not beneficial to anybody for us to focus on some of the things that we focus on. Right. Life definitely existed long before that time. So I never told you how that man got me fucked up. No! Aquarius baby was catch me up. What happened? No, because you came in the other day and he was like, he got me fucked up. And then you was like, I gotta go. And I was like, okay. I was like, all right. I'll see you in a minute, I guess. And you came back, but you didn't talk about it. All right. That's how I be feeling. So like, okay. Okay. So there are scrolls that align with the Bible that even predate it. Also, about 2000 should be between the time of Noah, the time of Jesus. Yeah, no. The thing is, I'm not disputing that there are some truths in the Bible. However, I do know how certain groups of people, or certain people, or man in general, the ego, let's say the ego, let's call it the ego. I do know how the ego of someone who desires power and, you know, has greed and gluttony in their heart, how they can misuse, construe, and, you know, twist things up. So, you know, it's about that. Juicy gossip. So he leaves to the army after professing his love for me, and I texted him happy birthday and left me undelivered. Girl, so first off, hold on, did he already leave? And where did he go? Because that's important. Now, has he responded since then? Also, because, you know, those are all going to matter. Because I will tell you, when, let me see, I had a boyfriend a long time ago who was in the Marines. And when he went overseas, communication was a little off. It was a little iffy. Okay, so he definitely left already. Okay, so where's he at? Is he in like Kuwait? Is he in like, hold on, like, is he in Iran or like in, where's the other place? Because there's another place where there's supposed to be something going on. Where is, you know, we had a Bumbleclot. Where's Bumbleclot? Bumbleclot. I ain't seen Bumbleclot in a minute. Oh, he watched the story though. Oh, never mind. Because you can respond. You can, hey, look, you can at least send a DM and be like, I saw your text, or sorry I can't respond. Something, but you gonna leave me, you gonna watch my story and not respond to my text? Now don't tell me they ain't got no 5G towers over there now. Don't make me look up the 5G towers they got. Let me go to T-Mobile and find out. Like my old detective ass, don't get me started. I'll be like, hold on, let's go find how many towers they got over there, and let's go see what the towers is at. Let me get on T-Mobile and find out where the goddamn towers they put up last year. Let's see where they put them towers at. Let's find out. See, don't get me involved. Don't get me involved, because I'll be doing too much. Like, hold on, I know they got some towers. Let's see if they got some towers over there. That'd be the problem. See, that'd be the problem right there. Y'all will be like, see, this don't make no damn sense. Who done gave this girl a computer? Who gave this girl something to look at? Okay, see, so see, look, Claus is trying to have, you know, support his fellow man, you know. Claus is he's trying to support his fellow man right now. Okay, because he's like, hey, over here in Africa, they ain't got that many towers, so you can't blame the man. Like, you can't blame the man. You know, that's what Claus is saying. You can't blame the man. You can't blame the man. He might be doing, you know. And we both over here like, She said, you know what? Let me go see. You got to find out where he's at. Like, if you know where he's at, then we can better understand, like, what's going on. He definitely saw it. Look. You an Aquarius too? With Sagittarius, honey? All of that. You probably need fast responses. You an Aquarius with a Sagittarius, what, moon? Or did you say you a Sagittarius ascendant? Because all of that is, if it ain't moving fast enough, it's a problem. It's a problem. Goodness, honey, let me tell you. Huh? What? I sent you a text and I see that it's still delivered and you ain't responded. But you saw my story though, huh? Oh, okay. You playing with me. You playing with me. You think I'm a joke and it's all kiki. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. I feel you. Don't let me pump you up, though. Don't let me instigate. Don't let me instigate. I'm not trying to instigate. A Leo mood. Oh, damn. Oh, you over there like, and you thought it's kiki. Like, you over there serious. Like, you fuming right now, ain't you? You on 38 hot right now, ain't you? Don't do it. So you don't know. Well, the thing is, if you were at war, why are you looking at stories but not responding to texts? But are the texts coming through? These are the questions we have. You know, like, are the texts going through? Because I don't want to snap on you and the text ain't really coming through. You know what I mean? You looking at my stories because you missing me, and you think I ain't sent you no text, but I texted you last week. I texted you and you ain't respond. But you looking at my stories. So this is why we need to know where the towers are at, girl. We need to know where he's at, and we need to know where the towers are at. Okay. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe send him a text online, like a DM online. Damn, Klaus. Claude's gonna say, well, he could just be cheating too. Really, Claus? She said, no, it's going through. I'm trying to help the brother out. I'm trying to help the brother out. It ain't gonna help him. No, it ain't gonna help him. It ain't gonna help him. Well, he's in the, you said he's in the army too, right? So aren't the army guys on like ships or like boats or something? Like, aren't the army guys like in the computer room? I don't know. All of my family was in the Marines. So like my stepdad was in the Marines. My ex-boyfriend was in the Marines. So I know Marines. They be out there in the field, okay? They be out there in the field, okay? We be in the they be cooking in, they be whipping in the kitchen, but they be at the target practice. They be they be shooting the guns, okay? That's you know, that's what I know. They be shooting the guns, okay? The ones that shoot the guns, you on the ground, yeah, those are the ones. The fronts of the lines, yeah, ma'am. Army on land, Navy on ships, Marines too. Wait, Marines on ships? Because I ain't never known the Marines that were on ships. Did they travel to get there on a ship? Maybe. But once they got there, they weren't on no ships. They was on land. They was in the tanks. Well, shit. Maybe he did that on purpose. Maybe he was like, okay, maybe he's like an energy vampire. Did you hear me? Maybe he's an energy vamp. Maybe he's like, let me tell this girl I love her so she can be like, you know what I mean? All in her energy about me while I'm gone. That is tragic. We can't think like that. That's how I feel. I mean, I do feel like that. Like, if you saw the story, you saw the damn text. Like, don't play with me. He hell. Like, that's I feel that way too. He hell, goddamn it. Fuck you talking about. You saw the goddamn text. Wait a minute. He was basically crying. So, interestingly enough, Claus just said there's probably a reason for that. I will have to confer with him that sometimes there's a little bit of depression there that's going on. Like, sometimes when they travel overseas, they get depressed a little bit. Just a little bit. They get depressed a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but I don't know what's happening with your guy. But I'm just, we just trying to figure this out together, okay? Ultimately, the only way we're gonna figure this out is if you give him a goddamn call. Hey, goddamn it, answer the phone. I called you. What's going on? He went to Africa? Where did he go? I was thinking he went to like Iran or like, because that's where there's war, right? Like in Israel or like Iran or something. You got to remember, like, yeah, it's mentally taxing. Like, if he's not in the Marines, he's in the Army, okay? But I was about to say, if he's a Marine, and I don't really know if the Army people, if they're like on the ground, but like when you got bullets flying by your head, no, that's real shit. Like, it's really, when you got bullets flying by your head and when you have people around you passing, like dying in front of you, no, that shit can take a toll. Okay. Now, can I ask you, is this the Aries? Like, why would you tell me that you're in love with me right before you go and then not answer my text messages? Because, like, what if you didn't know that I was feeling exactly the same way that you was feeling, but just never said it out loud? Like, so you're going to incite my vibrational feeling, my emotion, to then ignore me? Don't come back. Don't come back to the States. Because when you come back to the States, either I'm going to be married or it's going to be problems for you. Oh no, they're all Aries. He's in training. Well, I agree with Claus. Call him or, you know, like reach out in another way. I would agree with him. Now, another thing is, are they allowed to have their phones? Like, you know, are they allowed to have their phones? Maybe they have to keep their phones put up, or I don't know. I'm not. Let me shut up. I'm gonna shut up right now because I know you go like AquaStarGoddess. If you don't stop with the excuses and stop trying to help this man, I'm sorry. I know where my loyalties lie. Okay. Well, what are we going to do about that then if you think that he was playing with your emotions? Well, it doesn't mean that he's at... Nah. Let's be honest. It doesn't mean he has access to his phone. It does mean he has access to an electronic device. Let me show you on my brows. Think about it, okay? Think about it. If I have an iPad, if I have a laptop, I can check my Instagram, I can check this, I can check that. I can't check my text messages. Unless I have an iMac that's connected to my iCloud account in my iPhone, in that case. But otherwise, if I have a cell phone that has to be put up, I can't check the text messages. But I do have an iPad, a laptop, a tablet. I can check Instagram. I can check these other apps. But I can't check my text messages. So I'm just saying. If you are on Instagram, you can get on Instagram on a tablet, and you can log in on a tablet. You can also log in on a computer as well, on a desktop. You can't maybe check your text messages, but you can definitely check your socials. Well, listen, Aquarius Babe West. Hey, listen, honey, if you're upset, I'm upset too. Okay, we're upset together, all right? Because we can sit here and we can try to soothe this whole thing all over. We can soothe every moment of it. But if you are not willing to be soothed, okay, then we just gonna have to just deal with what it is. But I thought you said Instagram. Didn't you say Instagram? You said one of your... He saw one of her stories. Hey, Tammy from Oregon. Welcome. It sounds like it sounds like an EV police car or something like that. It sounded like a siren that was on an EV vehicle. Hello from Oregon. Hello. I've never been to Oregon. That's somewhere where, except for an Oregon Trail, obviously. Okay. Shout out to U.S. elementary schools. Okay. with the old school CTR with the old school CTR desktops, you know what I mean? Oregon Trail. That's the only time I've touched Oregon. So it was, if it was an Instagram, he could still send you a DM regardless of the electronic device. Yes. Oregon sounds like Oregons, and absolutely. And my thing is, don't ever put organ donor on your driver's license, okay? I've told my children, don't put organ donor on your driver's license, okay? Because then they start harvesting people, okay? I saw this post not too long ago, and they were like, they turned this guy off of support and removed his organs. Talking about he's an organ donor. So they took him off life support. He gonna be back in August. Let me see. That's 4 months away. So by then, are you gonna be with somebody else by then? I think you should decide now. Like, I think you should decide right now whether or not you're gonna wait to see what he's talking about, what kind of bullshit he's playing, or if you should be seeing somebody else by the time he shows up. And then if he really, really did mean what he said, then he's gonna have to fight for your love. Let me shut up. Starting trouble. Look at me instigating and stirring shit up. Just stirring shit up for no reason. Hey, look. Look. You don't get to just play with my heart and then dip. Hey, I'm just saying, 4 months is a quarter. A whole quarter. 4 months is a whole quarter, okay? It can go by fast if you're busy, you know? But if you already texting him and he's not responding, 4 months can be a long time. So we gotta choose our struggles right now. As I'm saying, we gotta decide right now. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna deal with this for 4 whole months? Or is he gonna have to fight until the death when he comes back? Hey, I say make the man fight. I say let him fight, because hey, hold on. You're gonna come over here and be like, oh, I'm so in love with you. I'm packing my bags and I'm going to war. What? Oh, you could have just came over and be like, oh, I gotta go to war, like da. You could have left the feelings part out. Instead, you came over here like, oh, I got feelings for you. I've been had these feelings for you, as if you're doing something. So you're stirring up my emotions. For what? I think we should get a new man. That's what I think. I think we should get a new man. Because absolutely not. First off, hold on. Before you get a new man, I think we should verify and clarify. Get that first phone call first. If his first phone call is on some bullshit, but let him know that you're kind of pressed about it. Let him know, like, I sent you a text message a week ago and you're just now calling me. What happened? I saw that you saw my story. What went down? Let him know, and stick your chin out there like you're trying to understand what's going on too, because you're not about to play with me. I'm all for understanding you're going off to war and there's nothing you can do about it. You've been drafted. I get that, but don't fucking play with my emotions no matter what's going on in life. I don't care what's going on in life. Don't play with my emotions. Okay? She said, I would love to meet somebody else and let them fight for the love. Listen, you're a Leo moon, hunty. You got that all in your vibes. Let me tell you. Hold on, let me go back. You said you a Leo moon, right? OMG, you're a Leo moon with a Sagittarius rising. It's the morality of the Sagittarius rising that might stop you. Don't let Sagittarius keep you from greatness till their heads fall off, okay? All right, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I gotta go pee now. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Look, you in a completely different situation, though. You single. Let these niggas fight it out. Let don't listen to me for real, okay? Don't listen to me. I'm just joking. I'm gonna put y'all down for a second. Because I gotta go pee. Till the head rolls. I'm just saying. You're like, yo, married ass. Like, shut up, AquaStarGoddess, married woman. I don't give a shit. Let them fight, honey. In your situation, like, you're single. Like, you have no ties. Okay? There's no man that you are responsible to or, you know, betrothed. You're no betrothed. Okay? Let their asses fight. Or not. You know? They might just decide, it's not worth it. And then in that case, you know, it wasn't worth it for you to be stressed out about it. So, hey. It's a win-win situation, you know? It is a win-win situation. Yeah. Let their heads roll. Fuck the bullshit, man. You're not gonna play with my feelings. Don't let the morality of Sagittarius keep you from greatness, Aquarius, babe West. Don't let Sagittarius keep you from greatness, girl. Okay? Let me read something to you. This book. All right. No, they're not in a relationship. That's why I'm saying. Let them fight till the death. You ain't in a relationship. You're not betrothed. You're not bound to anybody. These niggas can fight they can fight until the end. I don't give a damn. You are single, so all bets are off. Period. Let me find what I'm looking for. Leo. Only the strong survive. There you go. There you go, honey. The rules are completely different based upon your marital status, you know? Completely different. All right, let me see. So there's something that I read here a long time ago about Leos. And I was like, I got a Leo moon, but I don't know. I just can't. I couldn't believe it. Like, I couldn't receive it. I couldn't receive it and I couldn't believe it. But it might have some truth to it. Leos. Ooh, they got the Leo and Sagittarius. See, this would be our moon sign. So I would need to know his moon sign. So we don't need to do that right now. But, so, thing about this book is it talks about like the male and the female version of each sign, right? So let's see if I can find what I was looking for. The public image, because keep in mind, like as it relates to emotions and how you feel and like how you deal with your feelings and stuff, you're still a Leo. Like, you're a Leo. Yeah, seriously, you are a Leo when it comes to that. How to attract a Leo. Okay, this is one. You and Leo man. Okay, you and Leo woman. Here we go. This is what we were looking for. So what she wants most is praise. A lover has to ignore her shortcomings. She doesn't really think she has any. And dwell on her virtues. Okay, you got to dwell on your virtues. So I'm trying to find this one part. So a Leo woman thrives in marriage, but her partner may find living with her a bit overwhelming at times. But why? It isn't easy being an attendant to a queen. And a Leo woman can be tyrannical. Oh no! The worst scenario is when a Leo woman marries a man that she can dominate completely. In this relationship, she may get total submission, but That is too little compensation for the full, deep, robust kind of heart, kind of love she needs. Oh Lord. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about some other part. Okay. So on the other hand, a genuine prince. I'm trying to find that one little section. Basically, it says that you like, basically what I'm looking for is the part that says that you like, you ultimately end up with men fighting for your love, basically. And I was so shocked. Like, I was like, what? Now, first of all, let me tell you something. I had a natal chart reading by a lady that I had been like connected to for several years, a couple years back, right? And one of the things that she said to me was like, she was like, she's like, oh, you got this and this and this going on in your chart. So you must have men must fight for you. And I was like, no. I was like, no, that's not me. Like, no, girl. Ooh. Then her facial expression changed because she was like, basically, she must have been thinking, well, it's coming up, baby. Like, it ain't hit yet, but it'll be here soon. So I was like, because I was confused, like totally confused, because I was like, no, that's not me. Like, hasn't happened yet. Girl, be careful what you wish for. And I wasn't wishing for that, but I'm just saying, like, let me see if I can find this part in the goddamn book, because I'm telling you, you're going to be like, what? Yes. It says that about a Leo woman. Like, you rather have, like, the man vying for your love, and you know what I mean? But you're not going to chase nothing. Like, you're chasing shit. Like, well, I guess that's it. If you decide that you need another woman in your life, well, it's not me then. That's it and that's all. We're done. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's not me. Obviously, you don't like me. Because if you did like me, you'd be talking to me. That's it and that's all. So, okay. So... If you hope to get anywhere with her, you had better begin by accepting her inalienable right to be marvelous. See this? If you hope to get anywhere with her, you had better begin by accepting her inalienable right to be marvelous. You may go on from there to a sounder, more realistic relationship, but that's the foundation stone on which to build. So basically, the building blocks of dealing with you is you are God's gift. And if I don't see it that way, you're not going to last, okay? Basically, you're not going to see that. And listen, that's not what the relationship ultimately ends up to go on to. The relationship ends up going on to something very, very, very balanced and very loving for both ends. But if you don't see my ultimate marvelousness, we're never going to make it. That's crazy. So, that I'm attached, it's hard to let go. Oh no, you're attached. Oh my goodness. So you like him already is what you're saying. Is that what you're saying? You're saying you like him already? Like right now, you like him? That's not a problem, actually. I don't know why I'm shaking my head, but it's not because of a bad thing. It's just we were thinking about this all the wrong way. Okay? Let me keep going. Let me keep going. You would be wise not to let her know if you have an eye for other women. As far as she's concerned, she's a cosmology of one. The mere suggestion that she's in competition with other women turns her off completely. That's it right there. That's what I was looking for. It turns her off completely. Like, for real, it really does. It's like, you don't know greatness when it's it, obviously. Oh, you're into other women? Great for you. But for me, you don't know greatness when you see it. Kind of like that. She's above the sort of rivalry and is actually a little afraid of it. I don't know about afraid. It's not afraid. It's more just like, I guess that is the part of the fear, right? I guess it is, because in reality, it's just like, I think for me, it's more so just like, I don't have no energy to be doing all that. Like, for what? Right? Anyway, she can't be a loser. And one way to avoid being a loser is to not get in the race. Maybe it's the race. Oh my God. No. So, okay. So, however, she has to be free to rack up male conquest.
You'll hardly ever see her without a man in tow, and often several. There is something about her flamboyance, her queen-like assurance, that dazzles and attracts. She wears men as the woman. Wait. Let me start over again. I messed it up. She wears men as other women wear jewelry to embellish her image, and rarely lacks for admirers. Now, I gotta say, I wasn't trying to flex, but kind of it's a flex just a little bit. Just a little. Like, like, don't get it twisted, boo. You don't see nobody, it's because I ain't want nobody around here. It ain't because I can't. Type vibe, All right, I'm done. Anyway, but this all changes if you like him, Aquarius Babe West. If you like him, none of this matters. So let's see what else is going on. So most descriptions of Leo women make her sound hopelessly self-centered. It would be more accurate to say that she has an intense drive towards self-realization. Leo women feel she was born to be someone special, and she must express this feeling. Happily, she finds enormous self-expression in love. That's true. I can identify with that. Okay, let's see. I wonder, is there any information? So Leo and Aries. So these two are the superstars of the zodiacs. But he's not an Aries moon. You're a Leo moon. So I need to know his moon sign. Claus says, my girl's literally the center of my universe. Good, she should be. The world revolves around her. It should. Well, but yeah, no, for real. Because to me, when you got the right woman, she's going to make your life better in some way or another. Like, seriously, she should make your life better. And if she stops making your life better, well, then, unfortunately, it looks like you guys don't like each other anymore. And that's just it. I don't know about his moon. Okay. So then we can go back to Aquarius and Aries. Let's go back to that. So I was reading your moon sign, though, because that's like your emotional nature. And oftentimes that's how we can respond in relationships, too. So let's go to our sun sign of the Aquarius. And Aries then, right? Which is an interesting combination. Aries and Aquarius, but you've got Leo and Sagittarius. So you've got fire, like right there. So like you probably meet that nigga at it where he thought he was standing there. He thought he was an Aries and he thought he was gonna run some shit, and you was like, oh really? Sagittarius and Leo just was like, no. See, I got a Leo moon, but I have a Virgo rising. So I got like a balance right there. Like that earth tone kind of just like simmer down a little bit. It simmers everything down just a little bit. Okay, so let's see here. Aries and Cancer, Aries and Leo, Aries and Virgo, Aries and Scorpio, Aries and Aquarius. Here we go. So you got to download what? What's the title of that book? Oh, this one. This is the only astrology book you'll ever need. And this is the 21st century edition. I don't know what volume, but this one. I think they make one of these like almost every year or every couple years. I think they make one of these often, but I don't know. Like, let's not lie. Let me not lie here. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I've seen like the only astrology book you'll ever need. I'm sure I've seen at least more than one of these titles like that. We clash so much. Oh no. So let's see. So it says Aries and Aquarius. It says they're well suited temporarily. Both are active, ambitious, enjoy a wide range of interests, and are equally eager for sexual adventure. Wow. Hold on, I'm trying to do it like Eartha Kitt. Probably about through maybe like a month or so ago, I was watching like Eartha Kitt videos. I don't know, I just went down this Eartha Kitt vibe. Okay, that's how she does. Okay. Alrighty, so sexual adventures. Depending on whim, Aquarius may or may not let Aries take the lead. Both are independent. Aquarius even more than Aries. And Aries may at times feel neglected. Aries finds the Aquarian unpredictable, exciting, but also never feels entirely secure. However, with a bit of tact and understanding on both sides, this is a great affair that could turn into something even better. The thing about it is we got to remember that our zodiac, like our natal chart, compiles so many various different zodiac signs, right? And so it's about finding the placements in our chart with our partner that are difficult and learning to work through those. I used to be, when I was younger, I always thought that, oh no, I would never talk to this type of sign or this type of sign or this type of sign. But I've come to know and come to understand that it's not about the sun sign. It's more about other signs. It's about the placements all together. Because you can put two charts together and determine like what the difficult areas of that relationship, and you guys can work out those difficulties in the relationship. But obviously two people have to be willing to do that. Like two people have to be willing to look at the chart, okay, to see the difficult placements that you guys have and to work through those placements. So let's see what else we've got here, because I think Aries should have one too, right? And then I can look at like Aries and Aquarius as opposed to Aquarius and Aries. Haha, here we go. So now Aquarius and Aries, because I was looking at Aries and Aquarius. Let's look at Aquarius and Aries from your perspective. Right, the surrounding sounds are true. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, so like when we say, oh, he's a Scorpio or he's a Leo or he's a this or he's a that, it ain't got nothing to do with that. It's got to do with all of the other, it's got to do with all of the placements in the whole chart when y'all's charts both come together and how you guys both align based upon obviously, you know, social economic status, education, upbringing, all that shit comes into play, you know? All right, so Aquarius and Aries says, they'll enjoy plenty of fun and frolicking. I love that word. Aquarius's imaginative meshes well with Aries' forcefulness. Sexually, Aries' passion inspires Aquarius's originality. They won't try to tie each other down, for each understand the other's need for freedom, adventure, and outside interest. Neither likes to be dominated. However, the Aries must take the lead. If this problem can be worked out satisfactorily, the track is clear ahead as far as anyone can see. Do you see how this one was a lot more positive than the Aries and Aquarius? That's interesting, isn't it? That's very interesting, because the Aquarius to Aries was a little bit more negative facing. I'm gonna go back to the Aries version, because that was a kind of little negative, wasn't it? Here it is. First time in your stream. Hi, T, welcome. Oh, do you? Because I was like, is it too messy? You know, I was trying to figure it out. Is it too messy? You know? I kind of like messy, though. Just a little bit. Not all the time, but just sometimes, you know? I kind of like a little messy sometimes. All right, so look, Aries and Aquarius back here. So let's see. So they're well suited together temporarily. See that? That's negative automatically. Like automatically from the beginning, it was kind of negative. So they'll enjoy plenty of fun and frolicking. Aquarius' imaginative meshes well with the Aries foolishness or forcefulness. You see how that, like, there's two different ways in which they said that. So then further it says temporarily. Both are active, ambitious, enjoy a wide range of interests, and are equally eager for sexual adventure. Depending on whim, Aquarius may or may not let Aries take the lead. Both are independent. Aquarius even more than Aries, and Aries may at times feel neglected. Do you see how it's kind of more negative from the Aries and Aquarius version versus the Aquarius and Aries version? I don't like that. Like, why did you do that? Like, what was that about? But maybe this is how it's kind of perceived from his side. So maybe from his side, it's kind of perceived like this. And then from your side, it's perceived like this. So, okay. I don't know how I feel about that. It does mention sexually, though, in both of them. Sexual adventure. And then yours says sexually. Aries passion and inspires Aquarius's originality. So yeah, power struggle for sure. But from the Aquarius to Aries perspective, it was really much about like maintaining your own individuality. And I think that's really important. But it makes me wonder, like, how does Aries see that you have your own level of desire for individuality? Let me look. Depending on whim, Aquarius may or may not let the Aries take a lead. Both are independent. Aquarius even more than Aries, and the Aries may may at times feel neglected. That's why, because if I have my own desire for my own independence, and then you feel neglected because of that, well, that makes me feel suffocated because I need my independence right now, and you feeling neglected because I want my independence right now. So, you know how that fight can go. Aries finds the Aquarians unpredictable, exciting, but also never feels entirely secure. However, with a bit of tact and understanding on both sides, this is a great affair that could turn into something even better. Okay. So let's see. I like it. Exciting, danger. You said danger. Hold on. It reminds me of a song. Get on the danger. Get on the floor, the feelings right now. Been so long. He's been so please. Hold on, we gotta put it on now. I can't not see it. Tell me what you want to see. Hold on, I gotta hear it now. I can't not hear it now. If I don't hear it, it's gonna bother me. Danger. Mystical, which I shouldn't be playing his ass because according to life, he's a rapist, I think. I don't know. Mystical and Nevaeh. Is it Nevaeh or Nevaeh? Here we go.
Audiences are loving the amateur. I want to find and kill the people who murdered my wife. Critics agree. It's a brilliant, adrenaline-fueled espionage.
I don't know what accent Matt Damon and Ben Affleck have.
I have to finish this paper.
Hold on.
Swamped. No one told me college would be so
fire ass set. I know. And here's a green one.
It only took 3 coffees and some cheese.
Look at this vibe. Look at that vibe. Isn't it great? These are the things that I have screenshotted in my phone. Because it's like creating hold on. It's like creating an environment for me. So like this is something I'm gonna have in my home. When I buy my house, I'm gonna create that type of environment right there. Let me show you guys another one that's similar, but not. Oh, it won't show me. Get on the flow. The feeling's right here. Been so long. He's been on. So please show me what it is that you want to see. Hey, son. I'm doing good. How about you?
What you doing?
Oh, I am just looking for a photo of my background that I want to present in my life at some point in the near future. So it's an environment I want to create. It's like a setting. Shoot, I got kind of look at this pink house. Look at this pink house.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, isn't it? Been so long. I'm so sorry, but everything is about to get super girly in a second.
Oh, yeah, we should play Fortnite.
Ain't nobody about to get out of here.
No, wait, instead of Fortnite, we should play Minecraft.
Maybe their kids want to play Minecraft with you. Other than that, get the hell on. And I love you, but no.
No. My name
No.
is Batman.
Okay, here's another one. See that vibe? Isn't that so cozy? That's super cozy. All right, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. All right, we're done with this. So anyway, I sing. I sing a little bit. My voice has been. I have to regain my vocal strength and my vocal capacity because I messed it up a little bit. I messed my vocals up a little bit, but it's okay because my vocals are starting to come back slowly but surely. They're coming back, and I'm taking my time with it. I'm pretty sure if I do like what I need to do, which is what I'm considering doing, is going on like a long fast and just fasting from, mucus forming foods that are just unhealthy in general. Because then when I do that, my vocals are going to come back like, I'm going to sound like a songbird. Like every time I go like on a really good fast and I come back, I sound like a songbird. Like I'm a literal songbird, like just beautiful sounding. So I sing, I can sing. The answer is yes. Oh, you got a music group. Oh, you played a harmonica and shit? What? Oh, you do the harmonica and you sing. Well, the thing about being a harmonica player is you can't sing and harmonica unless you harmonica for a second and then you stop and sing. You know what I mean? You can't do the harmonica through the whole song. And I feel you though. You know what I mean? I feel that. Oh man. So that was my song for Danger. The song you said danger, and that's the first thing I thought was danger. You better not walk in front of my tour bus. What's that? Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Bro, here I go. Uh-oh, don't jump. Move. You see the headlights? You hit a crowd. When he said, you better not walk in front of my tour bus, I was like, yes! Somebody who gets it! I swear, when he said that, when I first heard him say, you better not walk in front of my tour bus, I was like, somebody actually gets it. Listen, hey look, if you've done just enough, you've gone just that far, don't walk in front of my tour bus, boo, because we rolling over you, okay? It sounds cruel. It really does. But hey, I said you got to do enough. All right? You got to do just enough. You got to get across that line. Welcome. Running the streets. Hey, Licky. So if you don't speak, you are about to get ran the fuck off. Welcome. Well, what are we going to do, guys? You guys want to do some readings or what? Because we kind of talked a little bit about some tarot. I didn't think I was going to be live this long, but we're still here. So what are we going to do? Let's go. Get out the way. So my thing is charging. It's at 100% now. Let's go. Let's go into the other room. Don't jump, bitch. Move. You see the headlight. You hit it on the ground. That's what I do. Come on. Child support suing. And a jury, tell me that. You better not walk in front of my tour bus. What? Huh? Hunty, that was a clear statement. Like, hey, that was a clear threat. And it was a clear promise. I won't say it was a threat because, look, he gave you an opportunity to not get run over. Just don't walk in front of the tour bus. We all got choices, right? Don't let your ego get in the way. Let's get to it. Now you want to drive? Don't drive. Where my drink at? Okay, so we read for Aquarius Big Bus out of this good book. Go past the speed limit. Take bad advice. Don't do that. So I like this kind of music. Mamas and Papas rolling in the Beatles. Wait a minute. What song is that? Beatles and Rolling Stones. Mama and Papa was a Rolling Stone. You know, I keep thinking, doo-doo, doo-doo. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all that left me was wrong. That's why I said I need to, like, my voice, I need to, you know, rebuild it, because I was doing some harmful things to my vocals, okay? Truly Bless! Hey, girl! What's going on? Here we go. Now, I know you didn't mean this. I know you actually meant the Rolling Stones and the Beatles themselves, but calm down, okay? Calm down. This is what we going right now, okay? Wait, you said you downloaded it? Hold on. You got to put the link in there right now. Do it. Let me see. The only astrology book you'll ever need. On like Amazon? Is it like on Amazon? Is that how you did it? Or like, what are we talking about? Oh no, I'm not unfamiliar. It's just when you said that, it reminds me of this. Mamas and Papas, though, I don't know about that. Let me find out about them. I can learn about them. Let's see. Mamas and Papas. That I don't know about, so let's find out. So let's see, what was their famous song? Well, why don't you suggest the song? Hey, yeah, that's a good one. So T, tell me what song you would like me to play, and I will play it. That would be better, because I would prefer you to tell me what song you suggest that I listen to, that I present, you know, that the first time I hear. And understand, I am a very open music listener, so I listen to all sorts of music, like literally, okay? No, not on Amazon. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it free, and where you get it? Like, can we get the download link? Can we get the You see my browse? Can we get the download link? Okay. All right. Let's see here. T2. Tito? Is it Tito or T2? Tito. You could sing California Dreamin'. California Dreamin' sounds like a song that I've heard before. California Dreamin', I feel like I've heard that song before.
So you can drink my drink and not speak when I come in?
Oh, Lord, have mercy on the soul. Wherever he laid his hat was his home, and when he died, all he left me was No! Play the song. All right, let's see what it got. On a winter's day, safe and warm, I wasn't away. California dreaming.
Stopped into a church. I passed along the way. Well, I got down on my knees and I pretend to pray.
Not pretend to pray.
Preaching like the cold. He knows I'm gonna stay.
Gonna stay. California dreaming. All right, what's next? Alrighty, so let's move forward. So LOL, would you send the link? Hold on, Klaus, because how you gonna download something for free? And yes, I would send the link if I had to, but it would be in your email though. I probably wouldn't put it on this live. I'll be like, yeah, let me just hit your email real quick. Like, I would hit your email, but I would drop the link though. I would drop the link. Like if you was like, Aqua, can you please give me that link? And literally right now, Klaus, I'm like, can you please give me that link? How you do that? Like, how's that happen? Cause, well, I don't know. Would I read this on my tablet, on my iPad? Maybe. Hi, how are you? How was your day? So, let's take that. 7-7. The animals, House of the Rising Sun. Ooh, that is symbolic. You know, I don't like the fact that the videos are so like, when I'm looking at, here, let me go back. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. I'm gonna go back. Listen to how he's singing and then look at his voice. Look at his face. I feel like I'm disturbed by the fact that he is singing so much emotion and passion and not showing it at all. Why? Obviously because the videos are supposed to be prettier, right? Which then lets you know that there is some illusion within the video. But I want to see the emotion, okay? When I watch the video, I want to see the emotion and the passion, okay? I want to see all of that, okay? I want to see it all. That's just me, though. Like, I don't know about y'all, but that's what I see. Obviously, this is old, though, so, like, this is probably back in the 70s or 60s, maybe. Maybe could it be the 50s? I don't think it's the 50s. Was it? 60s. It says 60s. It's a good song, though. It kind of seems like a spell, if you ask me. the way that he's singing to the camera is not the way that he sang when he was in the studio. So to me, that's a spell, because it's like, it's an illusion. An illusion is a spell. So he kind of like, he like addresses the camera and like talks to the camera in this, you know what I mean, soft way. But in the studio, when he was in the studio, understand that this dude was, you know what I mean? he was leaning back and everything. He was all in it. He was all in his vibes. He was all in his emotions when he was in the studio. Trust me, okay? Trust me. I've been there enough times to be like, you got the headphone in one ear and the other one, but you in there, you getting it, like, you know what I mean? This video does not represent that. And while I understand that this was art, and at that time they wanted it to look presentable, and that's what the videos were for, right? But also for me, it's a spell because it glosses over reality. It makes an illusion, and when you make an illusion, it's a spell, if you ask me. All right, let me see. Animals, good music. I get into it. You song that song, see. Jasmine Moore, hey Hunty, do you got questions? Somebody has questions out there in the air. Like, somebody out there in the air got questions, and I don't know who it is. I still haven't gone back to look at the video from the other day to determine who has questions. I like this song though. Like, I would remake this. This is one of those songs I would remake because I can hear the emotion in the song. I just can't see it in the video. You know what I mean? And I would recreate the emotion that's in the song versus what he doing in the video. What he doing in the video is it's a spell to me. To me, that's a spell. That's how they mesmerize all the ladies. You know what I mean? They mesmerize the ladies with the video.
Stop trying to get free questions, everybody. It was Jen.
Hold on, what?
It was Jen.
What you talking about?
Who never showed up.
It was Jen?
Yeah, he tried to. It was Jen.
J. J what?
It was Jen.
Yeah, but the name was under J. Thank you. Because I couldn't remember.
I work something about once a month. I'm glad I got it out the way.
Okay, we're waiting for J. The name is J, but her name is Jen. Well, I will share a song with you then, since you tuned in and you've shared some songs with me. I am into Nirvana. Be cool hearing you do those songs. Which Nirvana song, and then I will share a song with you that I love. More so from this time. Matter of fact, I'm going to share the song that I love with you from kind of closer to this time period than Nirvana. And then let's go to Nirvana. So let's go to...
with Geico.
Here we go. Hold on, let me make sure it's no commercials gonna mess up the vibe, right? Okay, here we go.
Everywhere is Reese and Harry's, dice and fairies. Tell me where's sanity.
Mom, you know what we should do?
What?
We should make orange chicken.
Boom. Go look up the recipe for me, son. Cause like I know you put the peels, but it don't never turn out right for me. I made it a couple times, it didn't turn out right. So I want to make sure it turned out right this time.
Love to change the world, but I don't know what to do. So I leave it up to you. Keeps on breathing. Nation breathing, still life is funny.
If I wasn't born in like the 80s, I would totally have been a rockhead. Seriously. This is amazing. Like, this is one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. I love to change the world, but I don't know what to do. So I leave it all to you. Oh, this song is so. This is one of the best songs ever made. This is one of the best songs ever made. This is one of the songs that, like, I'm sure if they did never perform, they had to perform this at Coachella. Like, when I think about Coachella, this song had to be there. Like, you know what I mean? There's certain songs that's like Coachella. This song was Coachella. Like, it represents Coachella. Like, anybody in their mama's mama can get down to this song. Like, for whatever reason, because it just vibes at a frequency that everybody can get to. I love to change the world, but I don't know what to do. What to do? I love this song. I love this song. This is one of the best songs ever made. One of the best ever made. Okay, what's next? So I was born in the wrong years, right? Are you doing readings? I am. If you guys want to do readings, let's go. Okay, now I know the music you like, girl. Hey, listen, it's just, you know what I mean? I'm into all kind of things.
On its own schedule. So at TD,
I'm into all sorts of music, but
because we believe life's most important.
I think it's frequency music, I'm sure. Right here, boom, Leonard Skinner. So if you're not going to share that, let me see, what was it? What was it? Nirvana. Okay, we did a couple of readings from here for our good friend Aquarius Babe West, and we trying to figure out how we should respond to this Aries man, okay? Ultimately, I think you gotta find out what's going on with him. What the hell is this, okay? Don't play with me. Let him know, like, don't do that, sir. But if you want to, don't worry, because when you get back, it's gonna be a whole man for you to fight here, okay? Sure. Okay? But I'm gonna give you a chance to correct your mistakes or to, you know, clarify. I was going to give you that song from Nirvana, John Lennon, Dream. Okay, so John Lennon, Dream. Some sunny day. So, who wants a question? I'll try to focus while Leonard Skinner is playing. I'll try. What's coming towards me in love? Okay, I guess I'm doing free questions right now. If I'm doing free questions, it can't just be random. It can't just be long stuff. It's got to be quick and to the point. Up above and be a simple kind of man, or do you something you love and understand? Baby, be a simple kind of man. All right, let's see. John Lennon, Dream. They killed him, didn't they? John Lennon. Why did they kill him? Was it because he was becoming too enlightened? They don't like enlightened spirits, do they? They want the darker frequency, that's why. Maybe it's control. Maybe they don't like those that are in higher vibes, higher frequencies that they can't control. Is it control? It's gotta be control. All right, question is, what's coming towards me in love? How obnoxious is that? That's super obnoxious, but you know, nobody's ever gonna call it out. Oh, that's this is like Stevie or what's that name? Magical Mystery Tour. They were on shrooms and LCD, weren't they? They were on LCD for sure. Oh shit, they got the two-step down the stairs together? What? I'm gonna be clear. I think that for Caucasian people during this time period, this was a very beautiful period of time because it was a period of time where Caucasians were really kind of stepping outside of that. It was like a mold, right? Like a mold. Like you ever seen the movie The Stepford Wives? The Stepford Wives represented the mold that people were in for a while. The Stepford Wives was all about perfection, like this specific way, and it has to be like this and blah, blah, blah. And I think that there were a lot of, during this time period, there was a lot of stepping out of that mold of, oh, if it's not this type of perfection, then it's not good enough or it's not anything. I think people were really exploring with themselves. And I think by exploring with the psychedelics and everything, that really helped them to open themselves up to a lot of concepts, really, you know, just a lot of life. Like, and I think, because if we think about it, like a lot of people are calcified. Like, and when I say calcified, I mean that they are unable to feel deeply. And I think that during this period of time, it really took them from a place of, okay, let's take these drugs. Even if it was through drugs, it's okay. Like if it's through drugs, fine. They took a couple of drugs and they were like, damn, now they're open. They're open up to seeing things in a different way. And I think that was a very pivotal point for Caucasian people because it allowed them to feel closer to the earth than they maybe had felt before. And it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. It's a really good thing, right? Because the thing is, there was war going on at that time, and when they were like, no war, peace, you know what I mean? That meant that they were feeling the energy of the earth, and they were feeling the distress that the earth was feeling because of the, you know, the psychedelics or whatever it was they were taking. But it helped them to feel the vibration, and so it helped them to feel deeper. So this is actually a really good time period for Caucasian people and European people as it relates to like opening them up, really opening them up to feeling and feeling more deeply. Now, obviously, there are always going to be people that are going to fight the system. Let's be honest. Like, there are always going to be people that are going to be like, no, we can't do this. Like, they're going to fight till the death. Okay, and so there were people that did that. That's probably why John Lennon is no longer here with us, right? Like, things like this happen when there are people who are still trying to hold on to the construct of control or the system, as it were. You can just listen to their ad-libs, though. Their ad-libs are like, when you are in a, let me tell you something. When you take certain drugs, it's like you have a third mind, like a second or a third mind, right? And it opens you up to these additional waves of sound or feeling or vibration. That's what you can hear in this music. This music, they have like a third wave of like vocals. And obviously there are choruses and choirs that have like multiple layers of vocals, but this one here is a different wave of vocality that I can hear in the music. So that's interesting. That's very interesting that I'm seeing that here. Cause like, they were exploring with a lot. Like I'm looking at this video and they're like, they having a good old time. They are having a good old time, okay? That is interesting. Thank you for sharing that. I'm tickled by that. I'm so tickled by that. Let's see what else we can find. Let's do mind games. Ooh, mind games. All right, so let's see. So that's the link. What? Yeah, because you were questioning like, oh, you sent it to my email? You so funny. You so shady. You so shady, Claude. Like, don't pretend like you're not shady. You shady as hell with that one. Did you send it to my email? So you fit in with it with my community. You got the hair. Look messy. My hair is messy. That lets you know all you need to know, right? So I still think, yes. Shout out the Nirvana song Now. We can pop that in now. I just put in Mind Games from John Lennon. You can just hear that this was like, he was frustrated with how things were going in life, you know? Like you can hear it. It's like he's not trying to come off negative, but the tone of the music and the frequency of the instrumental, the instruments lets you know what's really going on in the song, even if his voice doesn't sound as doom and gloom. It's like, I'm done with this shit. He's at this point where I'm done with this shit. Like, that's what he sounds like. That's crazy. He says some kind of magic. Let me look at the lyrics. Hold on, because he says some call it magic. What did he say? Chanting the mantra, peace on earth. We all been playing those mind games forever. Dome kinda droid. Dude lifting the veil, doing the mind gorilla. Some call it magic, the search for the grail. Ooh. Love is the answer, and you know that for sure. Love is a flower that you gotta let it. To let it, you got to let it grow. You know, interestingly enough, I'm going to, after this video tonight, I'm going to go and find out more about John Lennon. Now, I've read his story, heard his story before, but it wasn't one that was impacting me at the times when I heard them. So obviously now that I'm hearing this, very pivotal moment. So I'm going to go and look more into him, and I'm going to find out more about his story and find out more about what happened with him, because the words that he's speaking in this song, who wrote this? Let me see. Who wrote? Written by John Lennon. He wrote this, so these are his own words. That's impactful. Putting their soul power to the karmic wheel. Ooh. He's talking about all sorts of things. He's talking about all sorts of spiritual things. This is the thing, like, for so long, there have been many people that have come up and spoken about the spiritual kind of chains that have been on many of us. And this is example right here that there have been many people to come and speak. And this reminds me of a song. Let me play this real quick for y'all. This is involving Bob Marley. And keep in mind, Bob Marley is another one right along with John Lennon. Bob Marley is one of those other ones that were speaking in this high frequency vibe as well. That was also taken out systematically, right? So let's go ahead and let's find this song that I wanted to play, which is this right here, and it kind of relates exactly the thought that I'm having right now. So I want this thought to come out clear. So I'm gonna play this song instead of saying it or speaking it. Wow, that was a powerful song, honestly. Very powerful song. Listen, when you look at the lyrics, you can really see that he was not playing, and that's probably why they was like, you got to go. Okay, they was like, you can't be here any longer. Doing the ritual dance in the sun. Millions of mind gorillas putting their soul power to the karmic wheel. He's talking about ritualistic practices that are taken. Wow. He was literally putting the information out. Boy, he was not holding back. Let's go to this song really quickly. This is called Higher Place, and this is by Skip Marley. Interestingly enough, Bob Marley is his like grandfather, uncle, something. See, I think it's his father. I think this is one of Bob Marley's children. Bob Marley, he's going to play Bob Marley in this song. Now, one of the things I want to point out with Bob Marley and how the circle of life really works is that Bob Marley was taken out systemically, but he multiplied so many children that are in music. Like literally all of them are in music. Like he got children in music, grandchildren in music. He got nephews and nieces and cousins in music. That lets you know how much amplification his vibration was. Now, I gotta say, you know, obviously when people live their lives, sometimes you don't always agree with everything they do. You're never gonna, right? Because we all have different teachings, various different ways that we're raised up and brought up. We have different religions and beliefs and stuff like that. So we're not always going to vibe exactly with every fucking thing somebody else does. It's just never going to happen. Like, honestly, truly, I've been living with this man for 20 years, okay? There's some couple things that I can point out. That shit right there that you did was some bullshit, right? There's some things that he can point out. That shit you did right there was some bullshit, right? But one of the things that Bob Marley really got right was his ability to multiply himself, okay? He multiplied himself in such a way that every child he bore, I don't know if everyone, but just about every child he bore, okay, are musicians and they're speaking his music. Let's listen to this real quickly after listening to John Lennon Mind Games. Let's tap into what Bob Marley has to say.
I mean, isn't that what we're dealing with? The reality of what might happen is something higher than man's own personal little vexation and pride self. This is something when no man can stop because all nation are going to gather and all nation are going to say yes, you're right. And some plenty will die, you know. But there is people who tell you who want it and no sense.
What he said was, regardless of your vexations, regardless of your vexed energy, regardless of how you feel about the truth and the power of spirituality, plenty will die for the truth. And he said, plenty will die. Now, we just listened to John Lennon, who died for the truth. This song we just heard, Mind Games, was the truth. And he was speaking this back in, when was this released? Ultimate Mix 2020, but when did he originally drop this track? 1974. Yeah.
How many things of hamburger are you gonna need for spaghetti?
One or two, probably two or three. Two or three.
So 2
or 3.
pounds.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Got sausage also.
Oh yeah, I'd be good with that.
The 2 and sausage.
Yeah, that would be good with that.
You don't use the hamburger.
So Nia, you gonna do the cut? Chop up some onions for me then, baby, and then
Make pizza for tonight.
oh, tomorrow.
Whatever.
What's happening? All right, let me just move on then. Anyway, this is in 1974 when John Lennon made this song, bro. Looking at these lyrics, look. I just hear the vibe of the song. I didn't really listen to all the lyrics of the song because I was kind of talking while John Lennon was singing. But when I read the lyrics, he was on some shit. Okay, he was on the type of shit that they was like, he got to go. Okay, he got to go today. Somebody in the office was like, he got to go right now. Okay. And then Bob Marley says, hey, listen, plenty will die.
Man can't stop because all nation are going to gather and all nation are going to say yes, you're right. And some plenty will die, you know. But there is people.
Plenty will die, but the truth must be spoken. The truth must resonate. And regardless to how many people get upset, how many people get angry, how many wars are broken out, the truth will eventually break through. We are in the time where the truth will break through. It is broken through already. So much so that they are creating all sorts of situations. They talking about bringing segregation back. Like, they did that. These motherfuckers is trying everything they can try. Like, they like, oh no, these motherfuckers is waking up. We got to do something. Segregation. Oh no, they waking up. We got to do something. Let's take over Gaza. We taking over Gaza. Oh no, they waking up. What can we do? What can we do? Oh no. A race war. Let's start a race war. A black boy kills a white man. Like, you know, think about this stuff. This is all cyclical cycles. Cyclical, guys. Listen, even the race wars. Listen, for a minute I got caught in it. But in this moment right here, I see it for what it is. It is an attempt to create separation. Because if they can keep us separated, then we can never come together and expand and grow and come after them. Okay? So regardless of what our differences are, whether we black, whether we white, whether we don't like it, you know what I mean? I don't like the way you've been talking to my black folks. Hey, motherfuckers over there, the white folks. I don't like the way y'all been talking to us, goddamn it. But right now we got to work the fucking together. Okay? It's one of those types of things. They create an issue so that you cannot see how much working together can be beneficial. But I think I'm pretty sure we are at a time now where that is pretty all but dead. They're not going to be able to continue to use the same tactics they've been using in the age of Pisces, because we're in the age of Aquarius now. Now we got to see things. We got to see it for what it is. I have faith. I've got so much faith. I've got so much faith in the human construct. I've got so much faith in your belief. I've got so much faith in your faith that I know that even when they put these illusions on the television screen, when they put these illusions and these distractions are the main thing we got to worry about. They put these distractions out there. We will see beyond the distractions, and we will continue to work for and work towards all of our greater good. Because that's what we're doing now. Now we're on the greater path. We're on the higher path. We're in the greater path regardless. And they are going to try to distract us. They're going to try all sorts of things, but it's not going to work. It won't work. It can't work. Because we're greater than that. We're better than that. Woo, that feels good. I don't know about y'all, but I feel wonderful right now, realizing that no matter what they do, it won't work. It will no longer keep us blinded to the truth. We're here together. And if it's a firmament, okay, if it's a goddamn firmament, we here together. Okay, where you going? Where you going? If we in a firmament, okay, which is a covering over us, where are you going? We have to recognize that the earth, as it vibrates, as it were, as it is, we have to care for it, and we have to care for one another. Whether we like it or not, whether you like my skin color or not, which I think is the stupidest reason, but fine, go for it. Eventually, you're going to have to understand there's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to run. You're going to have to look at yourself in the mirror one day and have to face what you think and what you do and what you say. But I am blessed to know that instead of it being like the end of the world, it will be a moment of transformation for you and for me. Transformation is the only thing we have now. That's it. All right, let me get off my high horse and come on down. So let's see here. What's going on in the comments? Beatles, the best goats. I honestly, I love the Beatles in some certain, they were definitely bringing a lot of openness to the world, you know? And of course, they wanted to shut that down for another 60, 70 years, but we're back now. Nirvana, Teen Spirit. Let's find out. Teen Spirit, right there at the top. Let's see what we've got. Smells like Teen Spirit. Okay, let's go for it. It's a good one. You like it? Yeah, Gino knows all these songs. I'm going to put you guys on pause just for a second because I got to go to the bathroom so bad. So I'm so sorry. But listen to the music. I'm going to turn it up. Oh, I know this song. Okay. My daughter probably is loving this. I haven't told you guys, but my daughter is super alternative. She loves anything alternative. She's an alternative girl, and that's totally fine. I didn't like when my kids were coming up, I didn't like shield them from like being open to like the type of music they want to listen to and things like, because I listen to different music. So I listen to rock music, I listen to all sorts of music, country music, all sorts of stuff. So my daughter's like alternative. She's listening to that. She's listening to like heavy metal. I'm like, I don't know if I can go there, sis. I'm like, I don't know if I can go there, sis. But she always, what she does, she puts really good songs on my playlist. And so I'm like, okay. So I'll play one of the songs she put on my playlist. I'll play a couple of songs she put on my playlist that are like rock songs, but they're like really good songs. Like, so for me, it's all about good music. If it's good music, it's good music. It doesn't matter what genre it's from, right? But this is one of them. So she listens to more like heavy metal rock, like heavy. I'm saying heavy metal, okay? And I'm like, some of it's like, girl, I can't do it. It's a little bit too far. Like, this for me is where I probably draw the line. The rest of the stuff, I'd be like, it's a little much. It's a little much. But she kind of has like a gauge on like where things are musically for me. So she'll come and she'll like grab my phone and she'll look up a song for me and put a song on my playlist. And it's usually really good all the time. So I'm gonna play one of those that she does. All right, so let's see. So it was so much fun. Wait a minute. Oh, so let me go back. I missed so many. Oh my God, I missed so many comments. Let me go back. So I'm only 23 and I've never heard these songs before. What, Licky? So Lickies, these are older songs. Obviously Nirvana, 15 years ago, this was uploaded to YouTube. So it's the 30th anniversary of this song, never mind. So this song was made 30 years ago from 2009. Or wait, the 30th anniversary of Nevermind, which I believe is the album. And I'm assuming that this song was on Nevermind, which was the album. And this was uploaded 15 years ago in 2009. So 45 years ago at this point. Like, whoa. Like, how fast. This even shows you how fast the internet is moving too. It moves so fast that we're like, oh shit, like this was 15 years ago when it was uploaded, but it was 45 years ago. I don't think it was that long. It can't be that long ago. What year is it? Huh? Hold on, I got this one going next. Hold on, this is one of the songs that my daughter introduced me to.
Summer begins.
So anyway, so this is called Holy War by Rainbow Kitten Surprise. What's your suggestion? What's your first request, Gino?
Truly American way, lonely escape.
All right, let's see what's going on. Listen to Fuck the Illuminati by Ella. Oh my goodness. Let me see.
Lord, everything must go, everything must go. Make a way for the kingdom come. Oh, everything must go, everything must go. Make a way for the heavenly shine.
You said Illuminati?
Queen of Babylon.
got coming up, buddy? I'm seeing Antichrist.
Can I go next?
I've been asking you and you didn't say nothing. So what's up?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Okay, you got it.
Okay. What's the song?
Before that song, can I go?
What's the song?
I can't pick my own song.
Yeah, tell me the song so I can look it up before the song ends. What?
I can't have a speaker.
Give me the song.
Trophy.
Bro, this song is a good song. Because I feel like what we're going through right now is a holy war. I feel like the good and the evil are fighting. Now, this is not about Christianity versus everybody else. This is not about Islam versus everybody else. This is not about Judaism versus everybody else. This is about high frequency.
I'm not allowed to.
This is about high frequency, high vibes, good, moralistic, Ma'atian, universal law following people. Okay, we don't have to have a religion in order to just have a natural ability to follow the universal laws, which means that everybody should be happy. If we're following the universal laws, everybody should be happy. I feel like this is that. That's what we're going through, this holy war. That's the holy war. Okay.
Right there.
Right here? Okay, let's find out what's next. But I want you guys to know something. Hope for sure is not lost. Hope is definitely not lost. Belief, knowing, for many is lost. But the truth for me is that this, where we're going, some of the things are necessary. So some destruction is necessary in order for us to get to the good part. And the good part is where you and I would both be able to live in a space and a place of peace. This is another one that was taken out. Shit. It's amazing how many people we can call out that was taken out.
There must be some kind of way out of here. Said I jumped into the deep.
The amount of talent that this man carried. Prince matched him. Prince was one of the artists that really kind of like matched and challenged Jimi Hendrix, but Jimi Hendrix was extremely talented. All right, let's take a look at some cards here. So sorry for my distractions and, you know, all that. But I appreciate you impacting my day and my life today with such beautiful messages in the universe. I receive them. I do. You said what now? You gotta come in here. They got rid of them both. Bob, yeah, there we go. We got Bob Marley, John Lennon, and we got another one, Jimi Hendrix, that they got rid of. See a pattern here? This is also during the time that JFK. This is also during the time of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. You see how many people have been gotten rid of that were for our greater good in one way or another. So at some point we have to stop fighting each other and start looking at what the fuck's going on. At some point we got to say, hold on, because it's too many of us that is just for no reason. We have to stop devaluing life. Life in and of itself is valuable. But so many people devalue life. We got to bring that back. We got to bring the value of life back, okay? All right, let's take a look. Two of Cups is here. Special energy. Look, we also got the Ace of Wands. I'm talking vibing, okay? Passion. I'm talking a new vibe, a new passion, a new growing area. Listen to the chords he's playing. Like, it's like, dude, these chords are the type of chords that create sound waves that permeate through the universe. Like, he was a super nigga and we didn't know he was a super nigga. Like, really? Literally listen to these chords and he's a super nigga. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Listen to these chords. Like, if you listen to the chords and you hear them, like, if you really hear them when you're supposed to be heard, this is a super nigga. Like nobody understood that. He's a super nigga. How the fuck can you play this chord and that chord at the same time? It doesn't make sense. He's a super nigga. Like, period. They captured a fucking masterpiece. They captured a masterpiece. And then they took him. They stole him from the world. That is the type of stuff you have to pay for. You see what I'm saying? You see, we see and we understand what has been done when it is someone famous. But what about all the people that nobody knew about? That were taken from a family that nobody knew about. This is why we cannot overlook the cruelty. This is why we cannot overlook the crimes against humanity. Because people have been stolen from this life, stolen from their families, stolen from this time period because of hatred. This is why. You see, we recognize it when it's Jimi Hendrix and John Lennon, but we're not recognizing it when it's Tony from down the street who was stolen away from us because of hatred.
Give me shelter.
So right when I thought Mom would start taking it easy with osteoporosis, boom, we moved to this cool new place in the city.
If you have postmenopausal osteoporosis and are high
Rolling
risk
Stone?
fracture, Avenity can help you rapidly build new bone in just 12. Avenity is the only bone builder.
It's an important message that needs to be had. I'm feeling the vibe and I need to share the vibe. Because people need to understand what we are up against, and they need to understand why it is important to continue to have the strength, the endurance, and the tenacity to continue on with whatever spiritual fight that you are dealing with right now. Tony down the street that maybe was killed in the alleyway by some police officer who didn't think he was worth it. Nobody knows about him. Emmett Till. Oh, this is Led Zeppelin?
Yeah, that's Stairway to Heaven's a good song too, but I said Give Me Shelter.
Yeah, I don't know why that played anyway. Oh, it's over here.
You let this one play. Stairway to Heaven is a long song, but it's good. So you go ahead back on your soapbox. No.
Onyx is looking very plump today. Very
Soapbox.
Got something to say. You got a message.
Hi, Kitty.
Hey, Mom.
How you
I
doing?
like your hair.
Do you?
I like it's kind of like 2000.
It's messy, isn't it?
I like the
messy look. I don't know why. All I need now is some really thick black liner down here in the bottom. I'll be totally kicking in with the Avril Lavigne vibes. I'll be totally Avril Lavigne if I just totally. I think I know. Yeah, Avril Lavigne if I just totally black out my liner around here. Yeah. I'll be like fitting right in with the 2001 scene.
It's pretty neat. What's going on?
I guess sometimes I come here on these lives and I talk to you guys about various different topics and we go round and round in circles about the various different things and but right now the moment that I have to share with you guys has been brought to us by you. You guys have encouraged the vibe that I'm feeling right now because of the music that we're going into, which reminds me of the crimes against humanity that have not been answered for. Jimi Hendrix, John Lennon, JFK, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Tupac, Biggie, Whitney Houston. There are so many crimes against humanity that have been committed that have gone unanswered because they have been covered up with an illusion. That is why I said earlier when we were looking at the Beatles, what was the video? Oh shoot, I forgot already. But we were looking at the first video that we watched was the Beatles, and I said that's an illusion. That's a spell. It reminds me, so when I was bringing us back full circle, the spell is the illusion. The illusion is the spell, and the spell is the illusion. Why? Because if it's an illusion there, it's not the truth. If there's a spell there, it's an illusion there, it's not the truth. Whitney Houston, her daughter, let's be clear. This is not a one-time thing. This is not a one-off and it's done. Crimes against humanity have been going on from people above in the powerful seats, right? In the powerful seats, they have been committing crimes against humanity. Angie Stone, let's talk about it. Angie Stone, not too long ago. People have been dying because they've been sharing or trying to share this truth. Bob Marley. We've literally spoke up a handful of, 2 handfuls. We're almost at 2 handfuls of people. So fast. Through time. I mean, we're talking about people from the 60s all the way up till today. The crimes against humanity must be addressed, and they must be paid for. Now, we can get it in blood or we can get it in gold. You make the choice. But we gonna get it. And to be honest with you, we might get it in both gold and blood. But the reality is that y'all gonna have to pay up. Because the crimes against humanity, the thing is, there are so many crimes against humanity that are unquantifiable. You can't quantify how much of a loss it was to lose Whitney Houston at a time where she was going through a lot of change. You know, she was going through a lot of change in her life. She was struggling with some things. Maybe if she had been allowed to last for 10 more years, she would have cleaned herself up. Maybe seeing her daughter grow up and seeing her daughter want to get married might have cleaned her up, and she'd have, I got to get my act together. I'm about to have a grandbaby. You know? But we have seen people stripped from us, stripped from the earth, stripped from life to be able to choose to be better every day. And regardless of how you feel about what somebody else is doing, you don't have that right to take them away from this life if they are able to make a choice. Every day they wake up, they can make a choice, a different choice. And even if for 8,000 days they made the same damn choice, one day on 8,001 they could wake up and make a different fucking choice. We don't have that right to take them out of here. Now, obviously, if you defending yourself, self-defense, that's a whole different story. I can't, if you listen, if you running up in somebody's house trying to kill them and they kill you first, I cannot vouch for you. However, the rest of us, the rest of the situations, no. These are crimes against humanity. And the crimes against humanity will be paid back, either in blood or in gold. And actually, I think it should be paid back in blood and in gold. In blood and gold, because it's that many. It's that many crimes against humanity that have been committed. They are unquantifiable how many crimes against humanity have been committed. All right, let me get off my horse for a second. Let me get on the comments. Let me go back. I'm so sorry, guys. But, you know, when I get into this vibe of this energy of recognizing, you know, some of the things that we don't talk about on a daily basis that need to be spoken about. They cannot be forgotten that Bob Marley was taken out of here by whom? Who took him out of here? Why? We cannot be forgotten that John Lennon was taken out of here. Who? Why? It cannot be forgotten that MLK, Malcolm X, Angie Stone, like all of these people have been taken, not to mention the everyday people in our lives, the John Smith, the Joe Schmo down the street have been taken out for no good reason. Maybe they was walking down the street and they saw a cop committing a crime and they had to be taken out. But that is a crime against humanity. For all of the people that have been blasted on the internet and on the television and on the news and the media as being a criminal, when in actuality, they saw a cop committing a crime and the news had to, the cop said, oh, let's pay the news. to spread this lie, to spread this media about this person so that the community won't believe this person. Those are the types of crimes against humanity that have been committed, that have not been addressed. These crimes will be paid back in gold and in blood. I'm so sorry for getting on my horse. So they spoke the truth, not fearing for the lives. Exactly. And you have to, though, because the reality is, if you don't speak, who gone? If you don't speak, who gone? Okay. I love Nirvana, the grunge era. Right. So let's see the video. Oh, I don't know what happened with that video. So sorry. So you can sing it. My daughter's 17. I divorced. Oh no, it's okay. It's all right. Sometimes we go through those things and that sucks. It really does, because we try our hardest to, you know, stay in those relationships and love those men and you love those women. And sometimes it just doesn't work out. Sometimes it's just to the end of the road. We're at the end of the road. That's it. You know? So, oh cool, my brother took me to a heavy metal show recently. That's interesting. My daughter loves heavy metal, and I'm just like, it was so much fun. I can only imagine, honestly. It doesn't get you overwhelmed. So heavy metal white men masculinity, haha, that's so funny. Oh boy, Licky, you make me feel old. Look, Jasmine's like, I'm 28, she's 23. How you feel? Stop playing. Her vocals blow me out of the water. I'm being background singer. Oh, this is a good one. Get off of my cloud. Rolling Stones. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna put them in next. William Shatner went up in that ship. It was dead black space. He was scared. So the fuck Illuminati. Okay, song by Eminem from off the internet. Eminem probably said too much. Let me see. I don't see Eminem, but let's see. I'm trying to catch up to y'all's comments. Sorry. I know I'm behind, but you know, sometimes when I get into my vibe, I was in my vibe. So Aqua, do you do sex readings? Absolutely. I've got some. Not here. Probably in these. Right here. Yeah, I do, by the way. This is one of my decks. Oh, not that one. This is one of my sensual decks. For sure. So, Whitney Houston and The Bodyguard. She loved Kevin Costner. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Kevin Costner cries when he sees The Bodyguard. He says she was his woman, but Bobby Brown stole her from him. Oh, that's so... Really? I didn't know that. Let's go. Rolling Stone under the thumb. Okay, first off, I've got... So I think I got Eminem, Fuck the Illuminati. I got them now. Finally. Because it took me a little bit to find him. So I got him. But the next one we'll play would be the Rolling Stone, Get Off My Cloud.
Joe Walsh. Life is an illusion.
Hold on. You said Joe Walsh what?
Life is an illusion.
Life is an illusion. Look at me playing DJ. You want to take my laptop and do it?
Why can't you do it? Put Joe Walsh. Illusion.
Is this it right here? Life is a life of illusion?
Is it Joe Walsh?
It's Joe Walsh. I gotta say something. Gino has like a really eclectic musical understanding because he worked at the strip club. Now I have a love-hate relationship with that whole time period, but one of the things that he did get was a lot of like rock music, like a lot of exposure to like different rock music that I absolutely appreciate. So although we have like some terrible, you know, feelings about that, but we also have some feelings that minimize or that like negate the negativity about it all, because he picked up some really good songs during that time period. So just had to say that real quick. Okay, let's go to sign in to confirm your age. Bro, I'm 18. Stop. Okay, fine. Let me sign in to approve my age, which, let me tell you something. I've got so many Google accounts. I don't even know what's the right one. What's playing? Okay, so I'm gonna have to play something else for the moment while we're getting to you, okay? Because they're making me sign in for Fuck the Illuminati. Okay, so you're gonna have to wait just a second. Jasmine! Okay. So YouTube it. Kevin Costner cries when they play Whitney Houston's. Oh, isn't that crazy? Oh, really? What's going on here? What? I'm sorry, guys. There's a lot of it's like a high intense situation going on here, trying to sign into accounts with email accounts and all sorts of things going on. It's like high intensity. Yes, tap it on my tablet. Let me find my phone. Hold on. Let me go get my iPad. Hold on. It's doing too much. Like, I gotta tap into everything. Sometimes the authentication is so ridiculous. It's like, guys, just find my IP address and recognize that it's me. You know, it's like, come on, get my IP address at least. You know it's me. Okay, well, where is it? Come on. Hey, Julie Blast. Hey, girl. What's going on? We are vibing out tonight, honey. We are vibing out. Oh, it won't let me sign in. Okay, we were playing this one. Let's play A Life of Illusion now. All right, come on. Keep the requests coming in. So, okay, so Jasmine has a... What? It's too much going on. Something about Mary? Something about Mary, right?
No, I think it's 40-year-old virgin.
Was it 40-year-old virgin and not something about Mary?
Life of the Fast Lane.
I'd
rather you let me.
Yeah, take this.
I don't want. I want to just give me a voice call. I'll play.
But they're making suggestions.
Then you can yell them out to me.
Okay. But are you gonna be playing like Gangsta Dre and stuff, like Brother Lynch and stuff? I don't want to hear that. Dr. Dre and stuff. I mean, like Gangsta Dre. What's his name? Mac Dre. Mac Dre. Are you gonna be playing Mac Dre?
Was it any consideration about what I want to listen to?
Yeah, you just called out like 4 songs and I played all of them.
You did. Just play the game. No, I won't be playing Mac Dre. I might play Gangsta Dre.
What game were you playing? I played every song you asked me to play. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
why would you ask me that? No, come back, because you gotta address that, buddy. No, you need to stop doing that because you think I'm trying to do something I'm not. And here I am playing every song you asked me to play.
Pizza's ready. You really want some?
Okay, I'm having a difficulty signing into my account. Okay. Resend it, goddammit, because I'm trying. Sign the fuck in. There it is. Okay, I see it now. Yes, it's me. Thank you so much for letting me into my own account. Appreciate you so much for nothing. Okay. All right, what are we doing? So we are looking for something about Illuminati, right? Fuck Illuminati. Eminem. Oh, there it is. It's right here. Okay, cool. We push pause. That'll be the next one. Now, let me finally focus. Notice this song. Notice the trouble of having to sign in. It says a lot. Yeah, it says a lot. It says don't ever play the song again. No, I'm just playing. What are C's thoughts about me sexually? Oh, you want to find out about some sexuality? Okay. Let me see. So you want me to pull the sexual cards out? You want me to use this deck, or do you want me to use the regular deck to determine whether or not there is some sexual thoughts, and then pull the sexual doubts, the sexual deaths out once it is proven that this person has those very sexual thoughts that you are concerned with? Hey, listen, I am not here to coddle your ego. I am here to challenge your ego.
Maybe playing Mac Dre and this is just too old.
It was a request. I'm going strictly off requests right now. I'm playing all requests. I had to sign in and everything for this one. I had to do 2-step verification. It seemed like 3-step verification for real.
That's not Eminem. That's like an AI version of Eminem. That shit is not Eminem.
Are you sure? AI Eminem is a real thing?
Wait, look in the comments.
Eminem since he came out. That's not
Yeah,
Eminem.
let me see. Click Control
No, it's
F.
not, for sure.
Control F and search for Eminem for AI. Oh crap.
What do you mean Control F?
It's a search thing. It's a search shortcut. Or something is a search shortcut. I don't know which one. Yeah.
That is not Eminem.
Is it AI?
I'm checking the thing.
It's somebody who just put Eminem's name on it.
Oh, this is some. No way.
Let me see. I thought I was going crazy. I knew this song existed. I thought J10 info. Wait a minute. Let me read the comments. True fan of Eminem. No, it's not Eminem. I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing the best I can with all these things going on at one time, you know?
Who requested that? Is that like a troll?
No. It's not a troll, but, you know, we're trying to find the right track here. If we found the wrong one, that was an accident, but we're looking still. Let's see if we can find it. So the first one that's been up here for 12 years is not the right one?
That was somebody's little brother in a closet.
This song been up here for 12 years.
You sound like Eminem. That's not no fucking Eminem.
This song been up here for 12 years, okay? And so I got too many things going on. I can't. All right, we can't find that song, buddy. Oh no. Huh? Yes, I'm so sorry. So Jasmine, come on, baby. Let me put on what song I wants to hear, because apparently this whole fuck Eminem song and fuck the Illuminati song is not coming up. So apparently nobody's saying fuck the Illuminati, you know what I from it is that nobody really is in the world saying fuck the Illuminati. That's what I feel, you know. Let's play Aphrodite. This is this is one of those songs that my daughter put me on too. I didn't talk shit about no Mac Dre. Don't come up in here with your bullshit. No, I didn't talk shit about no Mac Dre. All I said is I don't want to hear the shit. God damn it. That's it. That's it. And that's all. All right. Oh man, that was hilarious. Sania, so Gino, do me a favor and ask Sania who sang Aphrodite, because I don't know.
S.A.
Let me see. It wasn't Rainbow Kitten.
Grab your sister, man.
Sinisa.
S.A. Come here.
Who sings Aphrodite? Remember you put a song on my playlist called Aphrodite? Alrighty, Aphrodite?
That was me.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Peach Pit.
Oh, Peach Pit? Okay.
Yeah, Mom, do you want some pizza?
Just save me some. Or y'all can bring it in here then?
Yeah, okay.
Claus says, must fight sleep. Get yourself some rest. Take care of yourself. Oh, it has been fun. Thank you for tuning in. Get some rest. I tried to play a song. I really did. It just never come up. We was playing somebody in the closet, apparently. I tried. Alrighty, let's get to Jasmine, because I know she's like, girl, I didn't send this donation 38 minutes ago. You got to get to my rating. I ain't got time for this. Thank you. I have no time for this. You said it's not on the internet no more, then why you got me looking? You had me looking crazy too. When Gino said somebody sound like they in their closet, I was like, oh damn. And then I saw MySpace too. I did see MySpace. Look, I looked at the description, it said MySpace. Oh no. Good night. Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Okay, so Jasmine, I'm so sorry. Good night, Tito. Oh no. That isn't what I'm thinking. But you was thinking it's been 22 minutes at least. All right, I'm done. Oh man, this is so funny. Okay, let's get to you. So let's go back to the question because we want to find out what is going on. What's going on in the energies? Big Boogie. So wait a minute. Truly Blessed says she want to play Big Boogie. Hold on. What are C's thoughts about me sexually? Okay. Like, what does he think about me doing? You want to know that, you don't want, look, I was trying to decide if you wanted me to, like, decide if he's thinking anything about you sexually. You like, nah. I know he think about me sexually. Just pull the cards out. Just pull this deck out. So, yes, you're right. I got you. No problem. Let's shuffle that deck. Oh, man. Aquarius Babe West, see? Only my OGs know that. See, one time, bruh, seriously, remember that time she got mad? She was like, you should be reading my reading. I was like, girl. I got a whole audience to entertain. Like, woo. We ain't seen her too much since. Chris Bay was you a fool for that? Because I swear that one time she was like, you supposed to be reading my reading. She got so mad. I'm like, girl, it's too many people in this room for you to be acting like that. She wasn't here too long after that. All right, Spirit, clear and concise. What we want to know? I'm gonna play this song again because I feel like this is the perfect vibe for this reading.
See, that's all right.
What you want to play?
I want you to give up the damn speaker.
You want me to give out the speaker?
Look here, Trump. I know you want to keep
Trump!
You try to stay in control of everything.
Oh, I'm not Trump. I'm not like Trump either. It's more of a thing. You want me to take my computer off the speaker?
Yeah, after you play your song again.
Okay, I got a couple more songs to play though. Is that okay?
Not if you.
I've been playing y'all songs. I ain't played none of my own songs. So this one in Holy Border.
Don't play the song that I introduced to you. That
in Higher Place. Excuse me, what? Oh, I played. Yeah. Okay, I played about 4 songs. All right. Okay, you're right. You're right. I played about 4 songs. Oh man, doesn't it? Cause like, girl, the way she snapped, I was like, ugh. You know, the thing is, she was right though. Like that's the thing. The thing is, she was actually right. Like, I get what you saying, sis. But when you know who I am and when you watch this channel for real, you also know that I'm a little, you know what I mean? Like, we not about to just chill here and just do your reading. We're going to talk. We're going to kick it. We're going to talk about all sorts of things. And we're going to come back to the topic, you know? And also, another thing is, I kind of potently remember that during the time that she wanted me to do a reading for her, there was a vibe that kept coming over me that I wasn't clear. I won't say clear. I would just say I was not comfortable reading her reading at the time. So that's another thing too, is that sometimes the distraction is a distraction from the I'm gonna say this the right way. Sometimes the distraction is a distraction from the connection. But let me say this again. Sometimes the distraction is a distraction from the fact that I can feel something in the claw of the connection, if that makes sense. So that means that sometimes I feel an energy that's present that is not conducive to an accurate reading or to an accurate interpretation of the reading. And that doesn't matter where it's coming from. It could be introduced from your side or my side. Maybe somebody walked into your room and said some shit and got you in a fucked up mood or fucked up vibe, and I feel that somehow, or vice versa, you know? So I don't know. I'm just saying. I just gotta get my This song is totally off genre, but I'm gonna play it because it's one of those feel-good songs that you hear and it's just like, this is a fucking good song. It's timeless. It's fucking timeless. The way that one goes out, I love it. I just have to play this song because it's just like such a fucking feel-good song. Such a feel-good song. Bear with me a second while I go get my charger, and then we're gonna get right into Jasmine's reading. No more distractions.
Sent, baby, I feel truly something special. Just what my dreams are really made of. Let's stay together, you and me, boy. There's no one like you
like an old timer when I'm over here snapping and shit. I'm gonna snap too.
And there's no one like you around, oh baby.
Man.
Oh, I tell you. I so into you. For you. Oh, I can't really explain it. I'm so into you.
Go ahead and touch it. What? I love when you tell me I'm yours. I don't know. A little sneaky freaky, huh? Little sneaky freaky. Tell me I love when you tell me I'm yours. Yeah, that's a sneaky freaky right there. By year 3, you're gonna see all the freak that come out of them. By year 3.
I really like.
Bye. Bye, babe. Try giving the guy a call. Or, I don't know. Maybe a DM on Instagram. Jasmine, this is for you, by the way. Oh, look. Hot Rough Sex came out. Okay. Shh. Show me. This person doesn't want you talking too much. They want you to tell it. They want you to tell them with your actions. Okay? Just do it. Just do it is what they say. Okay? Hot Rough Sex. Hot and rough.
When you want to feel clean and soft, try new
Tease me until I'm begging for more.
wash with skin-friendly ingredients.
I feel like this is you liking to be teased. I want you for breakfast. Ooh, this person wants to make sure you spend the night so y'all can have breakfast in the morning. Yeah, they want something in the morning. Like, I want it in the evening. I want it in the morning. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Tie me up. Tie me up and play with me. Jasmine, what's going on over there, Dominatrix? I've been yours since the moment we met. I think that is probably very important. The most important card I can read. I'm gonna leave that there. Sensual, deep, and dominant. All the sweet, dark things I want to do, this person says. All right, let's find out more. There's some hesitation, though. What is this hesitation all about? Why is there hesitation? Because you guys aren't sure if you want to have fun in the same way, right? I think you are. I think ultimately what it comes down to is the Chariot card. You guys want to have fun in the same ways. You just don't know it. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, will this be too much? Will this not be too much? Will this be too little, too much? Blah, blah, blah. I think you guys are right on the same like wavelength. Like, I think you guys are right in tune with each other as it relates to what you guys want in like sexually. Like, I think that when it comes to sexually, what you guys like, it will be the same, around the same things. Now, obviously, there is some hesitation with that. But, you know, you guys just gotta scratch the surface a little bit. Just gotta scratch it. And communicating with each other, telling each other, talking to each other, working together to learn what you guys like, and being honest about when you miss each other, when you want each other. You know, that's gonna be important. So I think that there is a transformation that's required between the two of you for sure. Okay, somebody's gonna have to take the leap of faith or the charge here, so that you guys can stop being heartbroken, and so that you guys can actually love on each other the way in which I see you guys want to anyway. Jasmine, are you here? Because if you're here, that was for you, girl. What's your next question? I don't know. Oh, you're here? Good. So what are we thinking? Do we need, what's your next question? Come on. Come on, girl. What's your next question? Yes, girl, I did. I definitely did.
All
right, y'all, I'm gonna have to give up the speaker. Come on.
This Spanish?
Actually, this would be better. After that, yep. Coco said, go back then. Girl, yeah, we talked about a couple things. So it said, go ahead, touch it. I love when you tell me I'm yours. Shh. Show me. Hot, rough sex. I want you for breakfast. Tease me until I'm begging for it. I did not see that card, but okay. Tie me up and play with me, and I've been yours since the day we met, which is a very important card. I feel like this right here crowns the whole message. I've been yours since the day we met. And it won't stop. Boom, boom. What's your next question, Jasmine? Don't sound familiar. Every little thing let me feel some type of way. Some way. Every day, and I won't stop. Come on, Jasmine, we waiting on you, boo. Next question. What? Why are you heartbroken? Wait a minute. What happened? What's going on there? Jasmine, what? Is that your next question? Or is that a confusion from the previous answer? Because I'm confused. And it won't stop. Boom, boom. No, yeah. She was so beautiful in that video. I can't believe it didn't do what it was supposed to do. I should have been like a #1 hit. Seriously. Is he hurt over me not reaching out? Okay. Let's find out. It was an assumption. That wasn't true. Okay, Jasmine, clarify me here. Let me put it on all messages. Let's see if I missed anything. It doesn't look like I missed anything. It says yes, and then it says heartbroken, LOL. Is he hurt over me not reaching out? Can you see my comments? So that's what I saw. So bear with me 1 second. Let me just adjust. Ooh. Boom. We're gonna do this. And then we got another song. Total vibe change. Boom. All right, so let's get to it. Okay, click the live button. You know what? Let me lay it on the line. I got a little brickiness inside. But it's all it's got to do with it. I don't care what they say about the man on his way. About the dog in me. I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening. What? Let it satisfy me, just for me. If you are that kind of man, 'cause I'm that kind of girl. Okay, so let's find out. So the question that I got last was, oh, you don't want that no more? Okay, so you don't want to know whatever that question was. So okay. Just tell me if you are at home. I'm not coming down. Now would you please swing my way? Shorty, swing my way.
Myself off in the club on a Friday night, looking for a man that'll do me right. First move that I made was on the dance floor, looking down one time and away from all physical. Action was having that, so I just don't care through the crowd. Looked over to my left and told my
Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Sun card. Sure look good to me. No. I dropped some cards and then I picked them up and I put them back in the deck and I reshuffled, and then I dropped some more cards. Well, one other card, and then I picked it up and put it back in the deck. So what did end up coming out once I shuffled and felt like, you know, what I needed was the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Sun card. Bye. My. Shorty, swing my way. Sure look good to me. Now would you please swing my way? Shorty, swing my way. Girl, the first time gonna be like you gonna want to start a family and shit. That's what. Girl, this is like I want to start a family. Girl, you over here all happy and shit. This is like dancing in the rain. And this you like, girl, I just get married in your right dress. We ain't get no younger, we might as well do it. That's legit what is happening here. We ain't get no young girl, show up to the altar in your right dress. That's what's happening. We ain't get no younger, we might as well do it. No, but for real. That's really happening here. Yeah, this is it. Without saying it, without saying too many words, you know.
Oh, you're gonna see how good it can be. Just come to me. I'm sure they swing my way. Sure look good to me. Now would you please swing my way? Shorty, swing my way. You looking good, shorty, good.
Yep, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it about that. I had a friend who called it dickmatized. That's what they called it. And I thought that was the most absurd thing in the world when she said that. I was like, are you crazy? You're really crazy. So yeah, that's what it sounds like for you though. Oh yeah.
So my way, swing my way. Oh, swing my way, swing my way, swing my way. Oh,
yeah, so you're gonna have to go to a couple dance classes or something. Yeah, I think you should stretch that pelvic muscle. When you stretch that pelvic muscle, it'll make it easy for you. You know what I mean? Wait, what store did you go to? Ooh, I like this song. I'm gonna play this song. Oh, I've been wanting to hear this too. It's the one thing that I gotta be a champion. Why don't we fall in love? We fall in love. A. Marie has been like playing in my mind lately. Not while I'm live. That's why you can wait till I'm not live no more. Well, that's what's going on. Oh, Target and Walmart? Both of them? Why are they full? Oh, because it's Easter tomorrow. That's why. So they're going out to get the little Easter baskets and stuff. Oh, Field Mob. I haven't heard any of their songs in quite a while. So, girl, listen, it's looking like you over here like, hold on, you, because this is how it look. Like, hold on. Let me just do it like this. So this is how it's playing out for you. It's like, this is where it started from, right? It's like, oh, we should be a family, and it's like thinking about my happiness with a family. Yeah, you're like thinking and envisioning you guys being happy. Like, you're like dancing in the rain. And then, you know what I mean? This is the musical part of the song. And this is you thinking about the musical. And this is you thinking about the family stuff of it. And this is you in the musical. Okay? So that's what's going on there. No, I don't celebrate Easter. I don't really celebrate anything, but definitely not Easter. Yeah, Easter was never on my list of things to celebrate. Never. Yeah, so if I celebrated anything, Easter was never gonna be on the top of the list at all. Sorry. But the end of Ramadan happened recently, so you know, I guess it all correlates. It all correlates, you know, it all lines up because Ramadan ended and not really. Ramadan ended like 2 weeks ago. So Jasmine, what's your next question?
You know what I'm saying? You know about the new club downtown called the Juice.
All right, let's find out.
No, I don't care. You know it's a dress code at that new code, right? Well, you know, I'm gonna be same old proud of old rodeo boy. Hurry up now. You don't get to.
Man, voicemail. I will tell you guys that during this time period, on 106 in Park, the songs that was like on like the top 10 was all smash. Every song was like, and it's like it's certain pockets of time where you can catch like every fucking song was like smash. Like every song during this time period when this song was out, like every fucking song that was on 106 in Park was hit. Like every fucking track was hot. Like every one of them. All right, let's go. All right, so let's see here. Oh, it's lagging because somebody turned the internet off. That's why. So let me go ahead and turn my points. Are we good? Are we clicking yet? Am I coming in clear? Am I coming in clear? need to go outside? I need to go outside because somebody turned that off because they're feeling some kind of way about nothing and they're turning the internet off. So now, unfortunately, we are all here dealing with it. That's what's happening for the up to the minute updates for you guys.
The Wi-Fi off for you?
Your dad turned the Wi-Fi off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you resetting it?
No, he's upset for some reason. No one knows about. No one understands and no one knows why. Except him. It's in his mind why he's upset. Coming in clear. Good. Wonderful. All right. So let's get back to it. So, girl, listen. We got to think about this.
We should involve y'all in what's going on with us.
Yeah, well.
Was that not just that?
It was, absolutely. It damn sure ain't nearly as bad as you be doing.